popping, everybody? It's Messy Monday, and welcome back to
Media Showdown.
Woohoo! I'm not that
Sup?
excited. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not that excited. I'm really not. We just saw y'all on Saturday. Did y'all miss us? Did y'all miss us? Henny glasses in the chat and popcorn. Henny and popcorn if y'all missed us. Because I don't think y'all had enough time to miss us. You think they had
Throw a
enough?
camera in there because I think I'm cute.
So, as y'all know, it is Monday, and yes, we're going to talk about baddies, but I really want to be topic specific today because it's a lot of BS that's going on. And I see all the other pages that's been doing this baddie thing that's been doing and been doing and been doing, right? And I see them picking up on this story with Chrisean. Now, we're going to review baddies. We're going to review baddies. We're going to review baddies. But we know that there was a big fallout that happened when it came down to DJ Sky and Chrisean, which is something that I don't know if any of y'all knew about, but we knew about the fallout that was happening behind the scenes. Oh, they missed us, guys. Look at that. Henny glasses and popcorn. There's no cameras, though.
That is rude.
One
No
camera.
cameras. No cameras.
There's Henny glasses, though, so they missed us. It feels good to be missed.
Cassandra put up a camera. Miss Sweet Pea
Woohoo!
put up a camera. One hot
You guys
mama
think I'm cute too?
put up a
That's great.
camera.
Why I don't see the camera?
I don't know.
Babe, they think I'm
Oh,
cute.
there
That's
it
why
is.
they put
I
the
see
camera
it.
up.
I see it. 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 Okay. All right. But boom. Now listen. We're going to get into all of that, and the receipts are going to be receipting because people do not bother to do their due diligence. But when people do a thing, we're going to talk about the thing, and we're going to talk about all of y'all and us, because I'm sure we've done it too, not taking accountability for the shit you do. And when you try to save face and you end up fucking up your face, because that's what, I cussed. Damn it. Damn it.
But Dre
She
does
said
that all
ice
the
road
time.
truckers.
Yes,
Ice
I
road
said ice
trucking.
road truckers. Yeah. That, you ice road trucked. You messed up
Mm-hmm.
that part. Oh, you throwing cameras. Look at the cameras. Smile for the camera, goddess. She's smiling behind the scenes.
But we already know Dre
I
never
was
takes
chewing.
accountability
Yeah.
for anything. So are you specifically talking about Dre or everybody?
Now, see, I didn't put a name. I was speaking in general, but you put a name on it. Huh?
All right. I'm gonna let that one slide today because it's Christmas.
It's
I'm
not.
feeling generous.
It's not Christmas.
It's the Christmas spirit.
No, it's not.
It ain't. So
No.
I'm gonna have to get an excuse. It ain't been 10 minutes. But see, Pop, you don't take responsibility for your height.
I do. I always tell people I'm height deficient and I'm too small to be the bigger person. I take responsibility all the time.
You're right. You do.
Yeah, you
Yes.
do. You do. I'll give you that. All right.
I
Mm-hmm.
take too much responsibility. So
Yes,
I
you
try not to take
do.
none. No.
Yeah. Yeah, you're working on it.
Oh, I say that I'm a 304 all the
Working on
time, but where's the responsibility? I mean, I
You
said
are.
that.
No,
working
no,
No,
on
you
it.
no. You'll
deny it.
tell us you
No,
won
hell
and then
no.
you'll take it back.
I said
So don't
I'm a
play that.
retired one. I am retired. I'm retired
Bull,
temporarily.
bull crappy.
It's temporarily. I'm a virgin
Bull crappy.
again. I got
What?
my virginity card back.
You just had a set of twins a few months ago. The twins ain't
As
one
the
yet.
attorney, I have to tell you that's not how that works.
No.
Bull.
No. No.
Oh.
Bull.
That's
Okay.
not how
Okay.
that
You gotta go
Okay.
works.
get a
Well, I
purification
plead the
ring
fifth.
first, and then
We'll
it'll
think of a
work.
different.
I
We're
plead the
pleading
fifth.
insanity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're pleading the
Definitely.
fifth. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
That's what
can't
we're
even
doing.
get on the same page with what y'all pleading.
Insanity in the fifth.
All of it. Just all of
Somebody need a new lawyer and somebody's lawyer needs a lawyer.
You better. Guess what? I didn't order the food. I thought I did because they had me paying stuff. Y'all ever ordered from Uber and then what you ordered, like the payment didn't go through, but Uber still sent you your food?
Yep.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's what happened. So I'm thinking, okay, yeah, let me pay for that. And I thought it would just automatically pay for my It didn't. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about baddies and all of that, and then we're gonna talk about Blucifer because Blucifer sat down, and I know a lot of y'all don't know who 607 Unk is, and y'all don't know who King Yella is, which I don't know. I don't like King Yella. I thought he was corny. I still think he's corny. I don't know, just my public opinion. It don't matter. That's just how I feel. But he sat down with 607 Unk and King Yella, and he has some things to say in this interview about Chrisean and Jaidyn. So we're going to talk about that because he had the audacity to be on stream with Jaidyn flirting with her after he made those comments. Boy, if you don't go sit your ass down. And no, we're not going to talk about Journey Pie. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. We're not going to talk about Journey Pie because I do not want any children talked about in a negative light over here. We can just make our own little. What I'm going to say is she got it from her environment, the cussing. So you can't talk about that baby. But anyway, Journey Pie, we need to see you more on the screen, honey. That's all I'm going to.
She just wanted some cake, Ma. She just wanted some cake. Okay, and she wanted to give people cake. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. She wanted a party.
Yes.
Scratching his bed.
I know. Can you open the blinds? All right. So y'all know how we do, even though we was just here on Saturday, a lot of things go down in 24 hours. So, today is Tuesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Today's Monday.
Right, but tomorrow's Tuesday if it's Monday today.
Yeah.
And
Why
that
are
would
you
be the
asking
fourth
me?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
We got to take that stuff to the front. Okay, so anyway, sorry y'all, I got sidetracked for a second. So, you know what we do. You know, we usually do it to get to the 10-minute mark, but it's a part of the show, so we're gonna do it anyway. So, who do I want to start with first? I want to start with Goddess first. Goddess, how was your weekend?
I was on the other side of the room. Oh, my weekend was okay. It was all right. I didn't really do anything. I didn't do much. I went to the library. To the new
Okay.
library. It was really big. They got everything. Other than that, it was cool.
Okay. Kristen, how was your weekend?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
I had food poisoning from a TGI Friday spinach dip freezer section, so don't eat that, but that's all I did was throw up. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Dang.
I don't think we can trust anything out the grocery store. I'm about to just start eating
Mm-mm.
rats.
I don't know. I
Coach, do it.
I'm just gonna
Coach,
grow
do
me
it.
a garden.
There you go.
Yeah. Pop, I don't know. Do you want to share your weekend?
My weekend has been terrible. My ass has been running for 3 days. I've been
Hey,
throwing up. Ass is a donkey. It's not a curse. It's a
no,
donkey.
but
My
I mean,
donkey been running.
don't start the butt conversations.
But that's what's been happening to me. Do y'all want me to tell the truth or fabricate lies?
No, tell the truth.
Fabricate the lie. Fabricate the lie.
Okay, you want the lie for real? Okay, so the lie was I had a great weekend. I went out, I ate some crabs, I went to the club, I shook my booty, and I had a great weekend. But that's not what happened, y'all. That's not what happened. What happened was I was in the toilet, and I was in the toilet forever, like for hours at a time, to the point where nothing was coming out but bubbles and cold. It was disgusting. I still feel
Ugh.
disgusting, and now my throat hurt. And my son throwing up and his booty running too, the young one. And then my older son, his nose is running away from him and his throat hurt. And I just have a
Babe.
feeling that by the time I
Babe.
get good, I'm going to have to take care of the whole damn house. Huh?
No. It's too much, babe. Take it.
How your booty make your throat hurt though?
Listen, it
don't,
just does.
I don't know. I don't
It
know.
just happened, okay? And by the time you finish taking care of everybody, you'll be sick again.
Yes. So I'm just caught in a between a rock and a hard place where most mothers be at because it always goes down like that. Either everybody gets sick first, and then when you get sick, nobody wants to take care of you, or you get sick first and they got to take care of everybody, and they get sick again, and then nobody wants to take care of you anyway. So I'm just gonna be here not being taken care of, I guess, for another week. Fuck it.
Yeah,
It's
and
after
then they'd
10
be in
minutes.
there while you half dead laying on the couch, and they'd be like, "You ain't gonna cook nothing to eat? I'm hungry."
Or my
Mm.
11-year-old will walk up to me and be like, "Mommy, can you make me a bowl of cereal? Like you don't know how to pour cereal and milk in a bowl yourself." Yeah, that's what be
It
happening.
makes you want to commit a crime. It really does.
Come back out the rabbit hole, you guys. It's getting dark and scary.
Well, if y'all well, do you want Dre to tell us what happened? Because it'll really go over to
Dre
the
said he's not telling them that. Right, Dre?
Correct.
So outside of that, how was your weekend?
First, I want to say they was taking shits for hours
Oh my God.
on the toilet for hours,
Mm.
asking Jesus for power. They even needed a cold shower. They was taking shits for hours and hours. Other than that, it was an eventful weekend. I got to play with DJ, and he thought he lost his testicles, and I had to explain to him they were still there. Don't listen to nobody else. But other than that, it was great.
So everybody's weekend consisted of booty holes, testicles, and libraries.
Yep.
That
Yes.
is a crazy. That is a
Yes.
Oh,
diabolical
toilets
combination.
Mostly chocolate
mainly,
chip
but yeah.
cookies. And chocolate chip cookies.
Well, my weekend was quiet. I don't even remember what happened over the weekend. Nothing major to report has happened. So I had a very quiet weekend. Yeah, I think. No, I didn't have a quiet weekend. My weekend was okay and it was going well. It started off great with some family time. We had some family time on Friday night, and then Saturday we was in here, we was chilling, we was having good old time with one another up in here, and then we came media showdown, and my mama made a cabbage seafood boil. I don't understand why they called it a cabbage seafood boil, but maybe it's because it had shrimp in it. But it had sausage and shrimp and onions, and it was delicious. I loved it, and I want to have it again. But I don't know. I want to try something different with it. But I actually really do like cabbage. So that was my Saturday, and then Sunday everything was going good, and we did Love Cabin, Henny Uncensored review, and then we watched Baddies. And I knew from last week's preview that there was going to be some ish coming, and I was really hoping and praying that it wasn't the ish that I thought it was, but it turned out to be the ish that I thought it was. And Chrisean and DJ Sky, everybody wanted to see that. And I was kind of wanting to see it, but I was also dreading it because I kind of had a feeling that somehow, some way, some shit was going to make me feel some way. And it did, because there was a whole situation that happened where it came down to Sky liking a post. And as soon as they showed the picture, I knew that that was the template that we was using back in October. And I knew that it was our post. And I mean, shout out to Chrisean, because Chrisean looks here because she knows the receipts be receipt the way that y'all know the receipt be receipting. But I was really feeling bad last night. I got off of that live review and I was really crying because I felt the way, because I'm very sensitive. I don't like to be a shit starter and cause division. And, I kind of felt partially responsible for it, even though I know other people posted it. That was the post that was shown. So I was just like, damn, I feel bad because I didn't, I didn't want to see Sky get slapped or whatever. But, then I go to bed. I called Goddess. Goddess tried to talk me out of it. And I was just like, no, no, no. I feel the way I feel. And then I called Dre. And, Dre kind of just, listened. And he was just like, well, like he always tell me, it's going to be all right, Henny. And I went to bed. And then I woke up this morning and I seen that there was a whole "it's a lie" campaign that was going on, which I wasn't even about to go live because it was 5 o'clock in the morning, and I got up to go to the bathroom because I had just went to bed, and I tossed and I turned and I didn't get a good night's sleep. And I wanted to go back to bed, but some said grab your phone, and I grabbed my phone and seen this "it's a lie" campaign that was going on, and it really disturbed my spirit, Lord, because I know that it wasn't a lie. And if you saying that it's a lie, then that means that I'm a lie, and that means that the other bloggers are a lie, and that means that all of y'all that saw the post, y'all are a lie too. So I felt obligated to make a video to clear our names because it wasn't a lie, and I just feel like accountability needed to be had. So my weekend got disturbed on the tail end. Too much?
Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why
Nope.
you mad.
Nope. She got it all. Except I called her.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
God called me. Yeah, she
yeah, I
did.
called her.
She called me.
I didn't like her being sad.
I was
If
very
there's
sad.
one thing, if there's one thing I don't like, it's for my mom to be sad. It makes me a little crazy. I get
Yeah.
that like that crazy twinge in my eye. She sees the twinge, and then it's just not good.
Not the eye twitching.
You know.
That blink
So
twice speed.
So let's get into the baddie review for you guys. I'm sorry I didn't have it up because, got a little distracted, but I'm going to get the baddie review up for you guys so we could go through the episode together the way we go through the episode together on here. So when we come back to, got to put it on the screen, Henny. Okay. Everybody can see it now. Y'all see it? Everybody see it? Y'all can see it? Y'all can see the still?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Coming in the air at night.
Oh
Oh
Lord.
Okay, what are you,
I've
Dre today?
been waiting for this
Oh
moment
God, gotta start it, mom.
all my life. Oh
Lord.
Lord.
Okay.
Oh Lord. Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. Media Showdown Choir. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Section chocolate. Mm-hmm.
Sexual chocolate. That boy good. That boy good.
So when we come back to baddies last week, we saw that there was some things going on, and Summer was out here looking like Willie the Lump Lump and the Chump Chump already because she done had multiple freaking brawls. Now I need y'all to understand something. We are on episode 5 of Baddies USA, and Summer done fought, I don't even know how many people. She fought Mariah Lynn. She fought Anna. She got slapped up by Tasiki. She got beat up by Tasiki multiple times. And then now we come into this situation here, and she's fighting with Persuasion. And I'm not going to lie and say to y'all that I know the backstory between Summer and Persuasion, because I don't, because I didn't even know that they knew each other, because I'm not going to hold y'all. I wasn't really keeping up with baddies like that. When I said I wasn't watching the baddies, I meant it, but I should have been, because I knew there was going to come a day when I was going to have to talk about it. But
I know the backstory.
somebody tell us the backstory on what's going on with Persuasion this summer.
The backstory basically is Summer's tattoo. Summer has a Bad Girls Club tattoo. There was a lot of them that didn't like that because, you didn't earn it, blah, 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 yada, 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 yada. But this whole situation, it just kind of comes down to Summer was just running her mouth. And Persuasion wasn't really sure who she was talking about, but she was talking about Persuasion. She was saying that Persuasion looked fake. She was saying everything about her was fake and whatnot. But yeah, it started because of tattoo.
Well, I mean, Summer didn't lie. Oh, shut up. I'm being nice. So, okay, so that's how I started. I do remember. I didn't know that I remembered, but when you started talking, I remembered. So thank you. Yeah, I remember that. It's about the Bad Girls tattoo. So they start popping it, Summer starts saying her little stuff or whatever. But you know what I noticed? Tommy was over there talking too. Did y'all see that?
See, but nobody wanted to mess with the crazy person. Tommy crazy. She'll shoot you with a BB gun.
Hold on.
They don't
Tommy
want to
wasn't
run into
making
no bullets.
faces, but Tommy was kind of tapping Summer. She was kind of telling Summer to calm down just a little. But they were talking, but she was trying to tell her to, keep it down or whatever. I don't know. At least that's how it looked.
They know that's how it looked. So I don't know, but Summer got up and they started fighting. Oh, look at the membership gifts. Y'all are being gifted memberships, everybody. So what had happened was, right? What had happened was, so Summer and Persuasion start fighting. And Persuasion, what she said, I didn't like it because she was like, it wasn't going to be another situation. But then she said something and she caught herself because she was like, oh, she thinks you was about to say she thought she was Chrisean. But you caught yourself. Okay. You caught yourself. But Summer took another L, and Natalie chastised her because she's just like, listen, we got these shows to do. And look at your face. And, Summer looked really, really bad. She really did. Somebody said she looked like Mushmouth from Fat Albert. And she did. OBKB. Because her lip was hanging the opposite way. And I don't even know how that happened. Like, I just don't. But I feel like, at some point, y'all got to start sending people home when people are out of control and they can't be, Summer should have been left behind or something. She should have had a caregiver. If y'all going to have people getting drunk and all types of shit, it just, it was bad. And I honestly was sick of seeing Summer. That's all I got to say about that. Let's see. Moving right along. They did their rehearsal. And the situation with Tavi, is it not Tavi? With Cold Killer and Tinka, it's becoming a bit too much. I don't really care about the song. They're doing too much. And at one point, I thought Tinka was going to hit Cold Killer with the mic the way she was walking up on her. And I'm surprised that Cold Killer actually allowed her to just get away with getting towards her space, because she didn't really get in her space, but you was towards her space, if that makes sense. I thought she was going to reach out and touch her, but they didn't fight, and look, in the back, you see Bree peeking. Bree, I think everybody was looking like, oh, shoot, it's about to go down. But it didn't happen. But it just is petty, and I felt like they shouldn't have had them going back to back like that. But for the most part, all of this, all of the rehearsal stuff, it was kind of boring. Then there was the situation with Sky. Now, Sky said that Chrisean requested I Eat for Tasiki. So Tasiki requested Vibe, but Chrisean wanted to sing Yahweh. So there was a little discrepancy there with the song. And this is where shit started to go down. Anybody want to chime in on this before we move on?
Well, Ma, you forgot about the baddie chain situation.
Oh,
baddie chain situation. Right before this, it was the baddie chain situation, and her throwing a temper tantrum about that.
Like, it was boring. So, but you're right.
Oh yeah.
So, let's skipping back for a second before we get to here. There was the whole situation with the baddies chains. Now, Chrisean had gotten her chain, and Tommy got her chain, and everybody got their chain. And Tommy was, when Natalie gave Tommy hers, she said she was saving the best for last, right? And at the end of the day, I thought that was it. And Sky thought it was it too. And she ended up getting in her feelings and storming off the stage and pouting like a little kid, stomping off the stage and going to the side. But unbeknownst to her and us as well, Natalie had one more chain, and it was for DJ Sky. So I didn't see her cry. I'm not going to say she cried, but she did go off the side of the stage and pout about not getting her chain. Now, two things in this situation. One, I do understand why she would think that there wasn't a chain for her, especially when, welcome to all the new members. Happy holidays, y'all. Thank you, Uniquely. Thank you, Uniquely, for letting us know that there's new members. So I understood why she thought that there wouldn't have been one more chain for her, because that's the way that it was set up. However, on the flip side of all of that, like, you didn't get a chain all this time. I don't know. At some point, what point do we just give up on, like, well, fuck it, I'm not going to get a chain? And I do feel like it was just too much to go stomping off the stage while y'all there at rehearsals in front of everybody. Like, I would have handled that differently, but that's just me.
I feel like she wants acceptance from people that don't really like her.
No, I don't think it's that. I think Gretch got a chain before her. I'd have been mad too. Like, Natalie gave Gretchen her chain before she gave it to Scott. Like, y'all gotta see the dynamics of what the hell be going on. Gretchen only been on for one season and she got the nerve to give her a chain before me. I'd have been mad too. Now, am I condoning Sky's actions? No, because you a big ass baby. But I could understand because how the hell did Gretchen get a chain before me? I'm just
Because
saying.
Gretch is a baddie and she's a DJ.
See, that's was my thought too. Like,
But
and
that's
Sky even put emphasis on it too. Like, I'm the DJ
but I've been
because she don't
there
want to fight.
longer than her. I've had more seasons, and even though I'm not a baddie, I'm still an OG. Gretchen shouldn't have got it. Gretchen shouldn't have got a chain anyway. Let's call a spade a spade. Gretchen shouldn't have got a chain at all.
Well,
But at the end of the day, I'm not a baddie, but I've been here for mad seasons already. She was only here for one season. Everybody hated her. Nobody liked her. And she shouldn't even be here again. And you gave her a chain before me. I'd have been upset.
I get that. I'm just saying, I just feel like she's not a baddie. She's the DJ. So she should have got baddie DJ, not so much a baddie chain or, something that separated her from the baddies. She's not a bad. She's never been a baddie. She came on as Chrisean's babysitter. And then she became the baddie's DJ. And she was messing up the sets at first. Remember? And then she's just been the DJ who'll be around with the baddies who occasionally gets her ass whooped. No offense, I'm just saying she be fighting.
She was a horrible babysitter too. Because where was Chrisean and Daddy's?
Now
What
she was
was
a
it?
horrible babysitter.
She was horrible.
My biggest point in all of this, forgive me, yes, I have my ice. My biggest thing in all of this is I wouldn't have gave a damn about them giving me a chain because they've never put respect on my name, period.
Same. And that's why I said I feel like she wants validation and they don't really like her. So girl, just move on. Like, hell, you've been in more rooms than most of them have.
Exactly. Like that chain, I get it. You want to be recognized and acknowledged because she's putting her life on hold to basically DJ for baddies for however long they're filming. And with this specific season, they have a part 1 and a part 2. They're filming part 2 now. But I mean, at the end of the day, you put your life on hold and bookings on hold so that you could be here for this. And I get that. But I wouldn't care about people who have never valued me and what I bring to the table for y'all and what I give up to be here for y'all. I wouldn't have wanted, I wouldn't have gave a damn. But that's just me. That's just me. I wouldn't have cared. But it
What
was.
I didn't like, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What I didn't like was I get completely what Poppington's saying. My thing is she should have made faces when Gretchen was getting her chain then, not when Tommy was getting her chain. Tommy deserved her chain.
That's true.
Tommy deserved her chain. Tommy's been there longer than she has.
Right. And it's like Natalie said, Tommy will show up even when she's the op. And she knows that it's going to be some shit. She still comes and shows up. So, yeah, she definitely deserved her chain. I do agree that I don't think Gretch deserved a chain. If that's the case, does Callie have a baddie's chain?
No.
Nope.
No, she probably would have got one if she came, but
to me, Callie should have got a baddie's chain on her season because she did that high. You get like she earned her baddie chain. So Gretch getting one before Callie, that's kind of like a girl for real. Like nobody likes you.
I think literally, like I said, I think they were both supposed to come, and then Callie didn't come, and they were just like, "Whoa, we can't tell Gretch just go home now."
Yeah, I can see that. During the rehearsals, though, there was a little situation. Chrisean did end up doing Yahweh, and everybody was, they were like, "Damn, we went from partying to now, now we crying." And I think that was a good thing that they allowed her to do the song she wanted to do. Now, Biggie, and they're gonna talk about it later on in the Sprinter. Let me just Biggie slipped and fell on some water on the stage and everybody just kept going. and Dolly climbed on top of Biggie and was dancing. I don't know why that tickled me, but Biggie was mad because she's just like nobody was concerned that I stepped. Like it just kept going.
Maybe they thought it was a part of the show.
Right?
Like,
I don't know.
The new dance move.
Right? But I think Dolly dancing over top of her is what did it for me. Like, girl, she just busted her ass. Like, but I think Dolly was trying to help her play it off. But I don't know. But that shit was hilarious to me. Then you have Tommy. Tommy was performing her song, and I don't know where it's at because I was trying to get to it.
on
but
the page. It's on the page.
Okay. Because okay. So, yeah, here we go. So Tommy was performing, right? Let me just play it.
Bitch, stop playing with it. My bitch Tommy always hitting bitches from the back, getting pussy like. She remind me of DMX. Hold up. Who you talking to? With me?
What the fuck is going on? Like, girl, what is you doing?
She remind me of DMX. Tommy, don't do that. Bitch, you remind me of a little Rough Rider. You feel me? That's not an insult. Bitch, if I was gonna insult you, I would have said you look like a motherfucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle D'Angelo with the scarf off, bitch. Tommy, I don't care about cameras right now. I care about my respect, Tommy. And don't talk over me like that. That's it. I don't care about the fucking camera, Tommy. I care about my respect. And you will not disrespect me.
Bitch, you do give a little like, you know, like Pitbull. She said DMX, I would have said Pitbull, but you know.
Get your hand on my face.
I know, but just listen.
I don't want to hit you through the voice. But I will hit you. Baby, let me tell you something. When it's off, it's off. Because I am on medication, bitch. And my therapist is not doing it right. So please, tread lightly.
I love Tommy. I swear to God, she could come and literally be there for 30 minutes and wake up the whole season. Oh,
But I mean, she wasn't lying. Tavi looks like one of them hard-faced. She do, now that we know she from Brooklyn, she looked like one of them hard-faced, grainy, pit bull ass girl. No, she from Brooklyn.
and why was Lemmy the baddie there? Why was Lemmy on the bus?
Because
I don't understand.
Oh, that's right. I don't know. Where is she from? I know I wouldn't want to run into her in a dark alley and she's drunk and feeling frisky. I would be scared for my life. I'd be scared for my newly found virginity.
You in here sounding like Dre. Stop it.
Listen, I'm a woman. You know, when we go on a celibacy tour, you know, we become brand new. I'm brandly new.
I told you, all y'all need is to go and get that purity ring blessed and put it on, and then just not be hoes, and then you'll be a virgin again, a born again.
I'm far from a hoe, okay? Don't have a very high body count now. We're not gonna do that. I don't need
that was to Dre, Penny.
And
don't be acting like Tommy now.
Because you could be married and still be your husband hoe. So don't knock being a hoe, okay? Because I'll be a hoe sometimes.
That's a different type of hoe. Because when I have a man, I'm a hoe for him. All I want to do is hurt.
D-Bird, I'm scared.
I want to catch up on what I didn't get.
You don't want to mustard?
Every day. 2-3 times a day, we gonna do it. I mean, it's gonna be brief because I ain't got all day to
Mama, my ears.
I'm just saying. So I gets it, but I'm just saying I don't need no none of that because you know it's still closed up. Thank you.
Listen, it was Janelle for me making it seem like she didn't want it, but you know, Natalie done leaked that there was some behind the scenes stuff going on. So maybe she did.
They licking cooch. They all coochie lickers.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Look how many done come out about the coochie this season alone. But that's not even the previous season. We already knew. Like,
Be mindful of what you're saying because we also have allegations floating around this season.
Allegedly. They told us this though.
Listen.
They told us.
So that comment right there can be taken out of context. That's what I'm saying. Be mindful. It can be taken out of context.
Okay, so I'll put it this way: they're all consenting coochie eaters. They all eat coochie with consent. I don't know. I don't know how to make that better.
Just don't say it. Just don't say it because it's just getting worse as you clean it. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
But then, okay, the confessionals, they aggravate me so bad because y'all be on the show acting one way and then get into the confessionals popping shit. And I'm just like, you look like you wanted the chain in the show, bitch. Like,
but that's
and thank you for bringing up the confessionals. So it's a costume designer that's from New York, based in New York, that all of them use. I'm not gonna say y'all name because I ain't giving y'all free promotion, especially because y'all done dropped the ball this season with them confessional looks. But I'm just letting you know, I know who you are. I follow you, and I inboxed you and asked you, are you okay? Because I don't know what was up with all them looks. I don't. If I was y'all, I wouldn't even let them tag y'all on those. Okay, that's all I had to say.
Not you inboxed them.
Damn sure.
I like to see the message too because I know it's funny.
Oh God. That I inbox y'all. I have to say the confessionals are horrible. Like, I don't know. Y'all gotta pick an era and stay there. Like, even with this red, white, and blue wig that Rolly had on, I was pissed off when I seen that. Like, a lot of these outfits have really blown me. And I don't even know who told Anna that wig that she's wearing with that army fatigue green jacket was a good idea, because it is most certainly not a good idea at all. Like, it just, no.
And instead of you buying them bags every season, you need to come up with better wardrobe, because we've been seeing a lot of repeat outfits on different girls that people done wore in scenes or in the opening part or in confessionals in other seasons, and we notice. I'm just letting you know that we know that y'all little budget for whatever y'all doing is not up to par. So stop buying them ugly ass Gucci, Fendi, Louis, whatever, Chanel bags, the little cheap ones that you only getting for like $1,200, and put that money into wardrobe, because I'm tired of seeing Anna wear one thing and then the next thing you know, Tavi got it on, and then the next thing, if you look back, that was the same thing that Gretchen had on in the confession. I'm tired. They need new outfits, not new bags.
And it's just like, I agree with Pop on this one. This is aggravating me, because how is a girl that is an extra small sharing an outfit with somebody that is like at least a large or X large?
Because it was a one size fits all stretch dress.
It didn't stretch over his ass, though. It did not.
Your little sausage toes. Get some better shoes, okay? Your little sausage toes and them clachetas that you wearing, that you got like 15 colors in. We don't like those. Like, stop trying to be like, you're trying so hard to be a lady, you don't even look like one. Can you stop already, please? Please. Last season, you was killing me with this hood New York type of vibe. You had on fitteds with shit coming out the side, looking like Jules Santana in the late 90s. Like, I don't know what's up with you, but can you please stop it? Put some shoes on, girl. We don't want to see them damn sausage feet no more.
Well, I do have the clip. We have the clip that got us talked about with Tavi and Janelle, the behind the scenes. So let's take a look.
Janelle said that she felt preyed on. Janelle said she felt preyed on. Now,
girl, you look willing.
Like you feel preyed on.
How you feel preyed on, but you the one that got the shot in your titties?
I'm so confused.
Me too. See, I don't. This is the problem. Let me tell y'all the problem that be probleming, right? Because I have friends like this too. So when they sober, they not part of the community at all. They think it's so nasty. Oh, girl, you're crazy. You do this, you do that. I wouldn't do it. And the moment they little asses get drunk, they be the most touchy feeling. Oh, you thought that they was head of the community ass people. Even my mother's like that. That's y'all problem. Stop denying your truth. If you want to be half and half, be half and half. Just because you like to get licked or lick a little, don't mean that you all the way there. Just living your truth.
Agreed. We also have footage of the full
For real,
circle
just say
moment
it was 6 weeks without wieners.
of Chrisean and
No beef. Like, if me and my sister get into it, this is it for me. I'd rather us collab on a song rather than be fighting for no reason.
sorry, we can't play that because it will do a copyright. But definitely they had a moment. They were on the stage together. I mean, I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna move on from it. This situation right here is such a difficult situation because Chrisean loves her sister regardless. She has told her, I forgive you, I don't blame you, we were kids, this, that, and the third. And Chrisean really wants to be she wants that to go away. Like, this is why I don't want to talk about family stuff, because they're siblings and it's just it's sad. I don't know who you are, TTP, LOL.
They said they knew they just came here. I guess they just want to hi. I'm new here. Hi. Hi. Hello from
Hey.
where you at? Twitch. Hi.
What's up?
You know, it's like you want to see them mend because they're sisters, but then it's like you don't, because you're like, nah, hell no. I don't know. This is difficult. I don't think we have very much in the way of scenes left, because even though they have this moment, we get a preview of next week, and next week they back into it. Anyway, so the baddies got a van. Not a van. They got their bus back, right? So they're on the bus, and you know, woot the woot the woot the woo is going on, and Anna and Biggie got into it in the center, but okay. So I'm gonna share this. Let me see. Do I have something to put over this? I don't have a photo. I have an overlay. Okay, maybe that'll work. So while they're on the baddies bus, Chrisean tries to have a conversation with Sky about some of the issues that she has with her.
I don't even know where to start. Because,
Like, damn, what's the problem?
it's like, you know when you're with your friends and when you're in sync, and you know when they're just self-serving themselves. So look, I talked to my manager, who was like, Chrisean, DJ Sky's your industry friend.
Okay.
Chrisean's saying I'm an industry friend. Let's be for real. I was the first DJ in LA to play It's a Vibe. And y'all already know, I be around everybody. How could I ever be the one that's fanned out?
First of all, she's got it wrong on what an industry friend is. It has nothing to do with being fanned out. An industry friend is somebody who is your friend for business reasons, or I don't want to necessarily say, but it could be to seek opportunities from you, or it has nothing to do with being a fan.
It's like a coworker friend.
Yeah, like your work friend. All right, so the definition of an industry friend is someone in your professional field who offers unique support, advice, and understanding, acting as a mentor, a confidant, a cheerleader, transcending a mere business contact to become a trusted resource who genuinely gets your industry specific challenges and triumphs. Okay. That's the positive side of what an industry friend is. They're more like a colleague. Okay. That you've built a respect with, or what you perceive to be a genuine connection, but it's not your actual friend. Like, we don't see DJ Sky, and I'm just saying what we see and what we don't see. I have not seen DJ Sky hanging out at the house as much as Marsh. Granted, Marsh lived there, but we saw these moments here or there when DJ Sky was around, but she wasn't her everyday type of friend. They started hanging out with one another a bit more as this part of Baddies USA began to go into filming. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right. And even when before Baddies, like to be honest, Sky wasn't all the way around when Chrisean was going through all the stuff while she was pregnant and none of that. Like, we only saw Sky when it was an opportunity for her to be showcased around Chrisean.
Streaming or something of that nature.
Yeah, it was never like when shit really went down, Sky was never around.
And I'm gonna say from what we see, right? Because we haven't been shown that. But we haven't seen you around like that. But I wouldn't like I guess if she considered herself to be a real friend, that's where the issue came in at. But I didn't like that she was like fanned out, because I didn't get fanned out from anything that Chrisean was saying.
For example, me and Sky had this relationship where I made a deal with the tattoo artist that I will give you a post. I'm not paying for this tat.
Bro, I brought the tattoo artist.
Fuck who made the tattoo artist?
Yeah.
When I got the tattoo, I was unconscious because they tapped my neck. So when I wake up, I'm already viral. It's already covered. Why the fuck did why you post this shit? Why did you post it? Yeah. She took my fucking, whole shit.
But why would you ever think I had a negative intention with that?
Because if you was my friend, and you would know who the fuck I am and know how to carry it. You're not pulling up the cameras all the time.
Yeah.
You ask permission. Can I post this? No, it's common sense. She's older than me.
I'm not even finna play around with Sky.
And that is one of the instances that a lot of us have talked about, which was, the fact that the tattoo was a big thing, because she was upset about that. She didn't get a chance to do her own reveal and all of that. And I mean, we've seen times when we're like, I don't know if Chrisean knows that was posted, but I understood what she was saying.
She took a viral moment away from Chrisean. So instead of Chrisean posting it and her numbers going up, you posted it and let your numbers go up. So at the end of the day, yeah, it'll look messed up because she's right. You are older than her, and you do know how she is. You already know that at that time she was the algorithm. So you basically poached her engagement and her viral moment. And it's no way you could say you didn't do it on purpose. You knew exactly what you was doing.
But I think it was more than just the viral moment for her, right? Because this was something that was personal for her. She was covering up Blueface's tattoo. I mean, I'm not disregarding the viralness of it, because we all wanted to see how was it going to come out. Is she going to be able to cover that? We were all curious about that. So yes, that viral moment was there, but I think there's also that piece of it. Like, this was personal. Like, I wanted to be able to release it when I wanted to release it. Like, and you took all of that from me.
And not only that, like, you got the people that agreed to do the tattoo for free. Like, they could have had an issue with Sky posting it instead of Chrisean too. So that could mess up where people don't want to mess with her no more.
Yeah, because that whole concept, from what I'm getting from what she said, was they were going to do the tattoo for free as long as she posted it on her page. Like, they wanted.
And somebody just put the pregnancy photos too. Yes, she released those first. The photo shoot that Chrisean did with Black China. Sky definitely posted those first too. She did.
I mean, there's a lot that Sky has done that we could go down the whole list and we'd be here all day if we start going down the list of everything that she's done. But we've seen her do a lot of things that we know Chrisean probably wasn't okay with, but let it slide because it was Sky.
I only called her an industry friend because it's just these patterns, bro. Like, she waited till I pass out a little bit to post a picture that I got to cover up from my baby father. Like, I'm not finna be playing dumb with this shit. I already know what type time Sky on, and when Sky be playing, like, that shit gonna make me slap a bitch. Like, I can't play dumb with you, bro. This shit is getting on my nerves. Keep playing dumb with you. How old is you? 40? Ain't you 40? Tell this shit be.
So,
not Sky is 40.
I don't know.
She's in her late 30s, but
That's funny.
Close enough.
That's funny. She said, "What are you, 40?" You made me feel bad.
Damn.
I mean,
Jesus. 40?
Now, y'all know she likes to ask if people are 40. She loves asking that.
Well, it went up from here. And it got a little bit intense.
Fake. I can't move fake.
I've never moved fake with you. I've never done that.
Bro,
What? You said
because we're only communicating for our relationship to get better.
Seriously, bro.
No, what you're doing is getting offended.
I am offended. I'm telling you I am.
Then you're not ready for this conversation.
Then we're not gonna have it. No, y'all
That's weird.
Now, I'm going to say this. Summer, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
It's just funny to me that during this, Summer was on Chrisean's side, but now Summer hanging out with Scott. It just be funny.
Yeah, Chrissy, you might need a break. Anybody want to help her with that?
Whole team ready. We move as one. Whole squad ready. Our time has come.
Let me get to the wait, how did we skip over it? How did we miss it? Anyway, I'm trying to see. Did they skip it and then go back to it? Like, what are we doing?
No.
Okay, yeah, they did. It's a different
Two
scene.
different bus scenes.
Right. Okay, so everybody's getting on the bus. All right. This bus is going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. It's already a problem. The bus has always been a problem. But this is where things are a little iffy. Now we're going to go past this part because that's Tavi and them. We've already seen that part. And we're going to get to here. So as it loads, Rolly tells DJ Sky that some people had some issues with her making sure that she gets the set right. Okay. And Sky got she got offended by it, which I don't understand why you got offended by it, because you did F up during the rehearsal. So in the midst of all of that that's going on, Chrisean spoke.
Tommy was yelling at her on the stage. That night,
her bio was corrupted. They gave me a corrupted hard drive. And her bios, I showed her. It was corrupted.
At the rehearsal, when I asked her to play Yahweh, she was playing Vibe.
But your sister came up to the DJ booth. Since you requested her song, she requested Vibes back.
No. You rehearsed that. You rehearsed that.
Chrisean starts coming at me about last night. Honestly, this is a baddies tour. Why are we talking about this? It was a rehearsal. That was not the show. Don't fuck with me.
They're talking about it during a rehearsal because the whole purpose of a rehearsal is for you to work out the kinks and get it right for the show. So if Tommy is yelling and you saying that Tommy's files were corrupted and all of that, people want to make sure that everything goes smoothly once they get up on that stage and it's showtime. And
well, this only shows me that's why they brought that other DJ girl in at the back end when we was like, who's this new DJ on the flyer? Because you've been messing up. So it's not only Tommy and Chrisean. Lemmy and them think you've been messing up too.
I wonder. You know what? I'm gonna wait.
I have a question. Why is she getting loud with her? Chrisean
I
was
was
not
gonna
even
ask
getting
that.
loud.
I was gonna ask that, and two, I was gonna also ask. I was also gonna say, actually, she's basically saying, yeah, I knew you wanted Yahweh, but just how you requested your sister song, I let her request your song. But you're knowing what she wants, so her actions is valid. You moving weird.
People trying to be funny. I'm gonna be good. It's a new year. We going into a new year.
See.
We going into don't even say nothing. Don't even say nothing. Let's continue.
Well, fuck you too. Period. That's what the fuck I said. Why you liking messy stuff about my sister on Instagram?
I swear to God, I didn't do that on my daughter. Don't lie on me and think
Screenshot
some
it,
shit
tag
y'all
me.
saw on Instagram and this and that. Come be fucking for real how the blogs and the pages do.
This now when this was happening and I was watching it, I'm like, okay, maybe that was around the time that she didn't know that she had liked it. I was giving Sky the benefit of the doubt, but if you look at everybody's face as this conversation is going, look at Sapphire, look at Gretch. Let me take this down for a second. I was about to call her Grinch. Look at Gretch's face. Who is that? Cold Killer next to her?
Scotty's face.
And then
Scotty's face was crazy.
Look at Tinkerbella's face. Look at them as this is happening right this second. Everybody's looking away like, oh, you did that?
Be for real.
Yeah,
It was already debunked before I got here.
I got receipts.
That was debunked before I got here on the blog right now.
Y'all came here cool for Sean. Like,
that's messy. She just doing messy shit.
Now she yells at that was debunked on the blogs before I got here. So once that came out, I started saying to myself, self, that ain't what happened. She didn't mistake it. It was debunked, is what she's saying. It was never debunked. It was confirmed that you did like that post on Instagram. But let's continue.
Because she won a storyline, because she's just a DJ.
I'm just the DJ.
I'm going to show you, bro.
Y'all gotta be careful on that internet, man. If you're saying and you're doing things on that internet, you gotta be prepared to stand on what you do and say.
Okay.
See, but these girls up. That's me right there. She liked it. What do you mean? That's messy. You my friend or not? Come on, my niggas. It's receipts. Come on. Come on
now. Why would
Sky, stay right there.
Run.
Rolly turned around and looked at her like, bitch, you did that?
But when she said, Sky, stay right there, run.
Right there with it. Like, don't move from it. Stay right there with it.
Broly said, I'm gonna be neutral, but wait a second, what?
What?
What the hell?
You did that?
Let me
Oh my goodness.
See it. Hold on. Look at her face, like, bitch, you did that? Like,
It's her and Nunu looking like, what the hell?
Nunu's like, girl, like, you did it. Like,
she not lying. This ain't something made up. Like, we see it.
Right.
Did you see the chick with the orange hair just looking straight like, I'm not in this? I'm not in this.
Hey, Migo, good boy, relax. It's okay. Yeah, but let's continue.
With the same energy. Stay right there with the same energy.
I did not like it.
did you like it by accident?
Be for real. No, I didn't like it by accident.
I honestly hate this for Chrisean and DJ Sky because I'm just like, what the fuck? Them arguing, it's just not making sense.
That's the thing about it.
When things on that internet, you got
I honestly hate this for Chrisean and DJ Sky because I'm just like
Look at her face.
Look at Summer. She's like, oh shit.
This
You
is
gonna
what I'm
fuck her
saying.
up.
When we thought, we was like, oh shit. That's why Sky can't win this one, because not only did
What?
she feel away, obviously everybody that saw it felt away.
Scotty's face
Scotty's
is
sitting
like,
there.
that's fucked up.
I can't save you. I can't save you.
Like, damn, you really did that shit.
what the fuck? Them arguing, it's just not making sense.
That's the thing about it. She don't like being a DJ, so now she want to be a back. So she likes some weird stuff for my reaction. March, whatever. Girl,
oh God,
girl,
on the ground, God, I didn't do nothing like that, child. Wait.
Just because you loud don't make you look like you less lying. Like, you still lying.
know what they really, in reality, Sky, you are fucking bitch, bro. Real shit. Like, the fuck? I don't do that messy shit for clout. I don't do that messy shit for TV. She's weird. She needs respect.
TV? Me, Chrisean?
Sky, come right here. Sky right here.
This is honestly the maddest I've ever seen Chrisean. Like, even when she was going back and forth with her sister, she really was trying to be like more calm on the.
And you know what the crazy thing is? Everybody, the dipping. Yes, there has to be. I know you lying. You gotta be lying. I hate when they get my fucking food wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to have an attitude because what the fuck? No. Sorry, guys. Yeah, those are mine. Sorry, those are mine. You know how I get when my order's not right. But I'm gonna give grace because it don't happen that often here in Florida. Anywho, that just blew me. I don't even know what I was saying.
You were saying something about the girl saying something about Chrisean being angry.
Oh yeah. So everybody's talking about, oh, Chrisean had this energy and timing for Sky, but she didn't have this energy and timing for her sister. There's a difference. She didn't want to fight her sister. And that's her sister. And then she's telling you all the stuff that's already led up to this moment, all the stuff she's let slide, all the time she's let it go, all the time and now you standing here and I'm showing you this post and you telling me that it's a lie. Like,
And then you got the nerve to act big and bad and be yelling and rushing up on people like you about that life, knowing that you're not. So that would have even made me feel even madder being a friend, knowing how you really are. Because now you're trying to show off in front of people like I won't slap the shit out of you.
But then it's also the betrayal part of it all too, because we're supposed to be on here working this out. You know, she said we're talking because we're working on our friendship and not so many words, right? So y'all are supposed to be working on y'all friendship, and then this is going on. Like you got caught liking something that you shouldn't have liked. Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed off too. I'm gonna be real pissed off.
Side. So to see her actually like getting there with DJ Sky and knowing that they're friends, I'm just like, damn.
For real. Get big again. Get big again. Walk close to me again. I dare you. I dare you.
I mean, I feel like y'all came in here cool, bro.
We was cool till she started doing phony shit, bro. How I come in with you and then I start liking stuff that has something to do with another bitch. Right. You gonna think weird.
Yeah.
You right or wrong.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you.
And I swear to God, I put it on me. And
The thing about this is that's the other layer of it. I'm trying to fix this shit with my sister. We're trying to work through this. And you're liking something that has to do with the situation with me and my sibling. Of course.
And it's not even a positive post. It's about her beating me up, and we're trying to work through it together. So yeah, you're being funny.
Oh boy.
Shut the fuck up. Oh God. Shut the fuck up. Talk again. Talk again. Sky, it's gonna be my.
And so it was up and stuck. Now we just heard Sky saying that it was not her and that she didn't do and that she swears and it wasn't, with the blogs just being messy and all of that. Well, unfortunately, I had to do a video because no, that's not what this was. This actually did happen. Last night's episode where DJ Sky was called out for liking a questionable post about Chrisean, she has been very adamant that it was a lie. And she's even gone as far as to challenge people to find the post. The problem with this challenge is it wasn't phantom because there's proof that the like existed. And I even have proof of her knowing that the like was there on the page, solidifying the validity of the actual like. So it did exist. This is my original post from back in October where I tagged both DJ Sky and Chrisean into this post. And you can see Tifa eat these girls up and Chrisean is one of the girls. But as I previously mentioned, this is not the only screenshot that I do have of DJ Sky down in the likes of this post. Here's another screenshot where if you look down towards the bottom of the post, you see liked by DJ Sky Hi Baby. And here's a screenshot of Sky being informed of what page posted it and the pages that page had collaborated with. And there's even the message down there that says, yeah, the like is there. So she knew that this like really did exist. And I keep using past tense did because once Sky found out where the page was, she immediately went and unliked the post. So that's why she's telling you to go find it. And that's why she's standing on this. I never liked it. But she wasn't counting on anyone still having proof, multiple screenshots of proof that like really did exist. So instead of saying something like, I wasn't paying attention and I accidentally liked it, she's choosing to make it seem like the blogs lied on her and created receipts. And that is not the case, especially not over here at That Girl Henny Reviews, because I err on being as truthful as I possibly can be, as the content allows me to be. And I'm speaking out on this, not just because of the moral compass that I have, but because it looks like it was my post that was used to call DJ Sky out. We see, I don't know what you're asking if we see, but y'all can't see it. Was the content not on the screen?
No, we saw everything on the screen.
I saw it
I
and
think the
heard it.
person's talking about the comments in the chat, in the live chat, not on the thing.
Oh, okay.
I can see everyone and everything.
Well,
but it's the audacity for me because you tried to call Henny a liar, and it's audacity because, girl, you picked the wrong one to try to say that was lying. You picked the queen of receipts. So, I mean,
well, not just me, but in all fairness, you're blaming the blogs. You're calling the blogs messy and this, that, and the third, and you're making it seem like these were fabricated. These were not fabricated at all. This was real. This did happen. And it's like I said this morning when I went live on the IG. If she would have said, I wasn't paying attention, I didn't realize that I liked it, but I went back and unliked it as soon as I saw it, that would have been something different. But the fact that you're getting up here and on this whole campaign of, it's a lie, it didn't exist, I swear, I didn't like nothing, and I'm standing on it because, and I was that intense because it didn't happen. I didn't like it. I didn't like no, That's the problem. And then this right here. It's still no hate or spite in my heart, despite everything that has transpired in multiple situations in the same day. Y'all are now seeing. I've never moved from a place of malice, and I don't plan to start now. I'm just hurt that it ever had to come to this at all. Hurt that something once genuine reached a point of disconnect instead of understanding. I gave what I could, and I move with sincerity, patience, and good intentions. But sometimes effort alone isn't enough when the weight becomes too heavy to carry anymore. I'm choosing peace over exhaustion, clarity over confusion, and self-respect over staying where I no longer feel aligned. I'm not holding grudges. I'm not looking backwards with resentment. I'm simply done. Done explaining, done justifying, done hoping for different results from the same situations. Um Thank you to all my supporters who have been sending me so much encouragement, love, and positive energy. It truly doesn't go unnoticed. Every message, every check in, every kind word has meant more to me than you know, because despite what you are being fed, you see the truth on me and in me. In moments where things feel heavy or overwhelming, my supporters remind me why I keep going and why staying true to myself matters. I'm deeply grateful for everyone who is with me, prays for me, roots for me, and sends love my way, whether quietly or loudly. Your encouragement helps me move forward with grace, love, and purpose. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for lifting me up, believing in me, and reminding me that it's only one DJ Sky High, baby. And it's this right here. I didn't like a post though. That's why I was so invested in what I was saying. You did. You did. But you did. And that's the part that has me speaking right now. That's why I'm speaking. That's why I made the video. Because that's a lie. You did like it. Hello?
Oh yeah, we here.
Hello.
I'm just still
Hi.
baffled because how do you lie on God and your child for something this minor? And not for nothing, like you being Chrisean friends, God saved you a lot because we've been saying you've been a fake friend and an op for a long time. Because you do oppy fake stuff. We understand you're a DJ. We understand that's your job. We understand you have to work with certain people that don't mess with your friend. But you don't have to hang out with them and take them all over the place and eat dinner with them and do all this stuff. No, when it comes to your job, you play the set, you at the venue, you go about your business, especially if that person is an op to your so-called real friend. That's how you're supposed to move. You're always moving funny. Funny. Everybody always
Mm-hmm.
uses the excuse, oh well, she's a DJ. Cool. All right, she does sets with Scarface, ET, whatever. Cool. Who told you to become her friend? Like everybody could do whatever they want, but when you're being called out on things that you're doing, you have to look at both sides of stuff. You can't say, well, that's my career and I have to be cool. You don't have to be cool to the point that you're hanging out and partying and drinking with your friends, your true supposed friends' ops. That's not part of your job. So just know that Chrisean has saved you a lot of times because we the peoples, we've been seeing your messiness. We've been seeing your oppiness. But
Yeah, you
because of
don't
the
use.
sake of the same person that you're trying to lie to in their face right now, we never said anything. But girl, it's a laundry list of things that you done did that we side-eyed you about. So I know Chrisean side-eyed you.
Mm-hmm. You don't get your friends ops the same bag you get them, Miss Ma'am. And you've been doing a lot of oppy things. You've been posting things. You've been letting things happen when she's around that you wouldn't let happen. You know that she wouldn't let happen if she was in that situation. You know, It just been a bunch with DJ Sky, and I don't like how she move. You use her for clout. Like when you going through, and let me explain what I mean, just in case you in here. Like when you're going through something and the world is dragging you, that's when you go grab her to come outside with you. In my eyes, I don't know about everybody else's. Mm-hmm. And oh yeah, I want to ask this question to everybody: is it me, or every time Chrisean went out with DJ Sky, it was always something? The cake, the firecrackers, it was always something. It was always something. And at the time, the world was looking at DJ Sky a little differently about that alleged jumping situation. But whatever.
Well, this right here, this was the post that I was reading from where she said, "I'm so disappointed this ever got to this. We came on this season promising each other we would stick together and not fall for any BS. I never liked a post negatively about her or her sister. Find it. It was that part right there, the find it part. Like, you're really pressing this narrative. And so I found it.
We found it.
Found it.
She over here threatening us with a good time. Find it.
And again, this is not personal against her, but the fact that the like is gone, like I mentioned in the thing, this is the post. If you didn't notice Chrisean down here in the corner, say that. If you just saw, Tifa eat these girls up and looked at the top row and just liked it and kept scrolling, say that. But don't come out and say it's a lie, because it's not a lie. You very much were aware. But the thing is, you knew you unliked it. And that's the part about it that's really, it's the lie. It's the fact that you're telling people to go find the post when you know that after you found out what page it was, you went and unliked it. So there's no footprint of you liking it. But what you didn't expect was for people to still have screenshots, because this happened back in October. And I felt really, really bad last night. I really did, because I didn't want to be a part of the mess. And so I went to bed feeling one way, and I woke up to this, and it caused me to feel another. I say, if you would have just owned it, things probably would have turned out a whole lot differently. Anyway, that's it for me. Y'all got anything else?
Stop playing a victim when you do things and you know you're wrong.
Well, damn, I was expecting more chatter today, but okay.
I know what happened to Pop and everybody.
I don't know, I guess, Well,
I'm here.
As you guys know, over the weekend, Kristen had dropped down. Kristen, did you have anything you wanted to add before we move on?
I'm with y'all. Like, which I noticed when how she was windmilling in them comments last night. It's like you said, instead of just being like it was an accident, you going and you trying to make your friend look like a liar. And to me, I don't fuck with that at all, because, like I said, you could just said it was an accident. Which to me, even liking it if it was about the other girls is messy, because you're Chrisean's friend, not Tifa's. So why you even, being messy like that in the first place? I don't know. But I I just think it's funny. She thinks the internet don't keep receipts, and she's literally this supposed to be your good friend, and she's in the wrong. But you basically calling her and everybody else that's seen it a liar. I don't like that. I've always thought she was an op, though, an opportunist.
I agree. You could have, like you said, you could have just said, I did it on accident, whoop-de-whoop, and you keep supporting everybody that don't support Chrisean, and I don't like that. You don't come to Chrisean defense unless it's beneficial to you, and I don't like that neither. Because she only comes to Chrisean defense is when Chrisean hangs around her. When she don't hang around her, she ain't in them comments saying nothing. Just like you say, opportunist.
And this happened months ago, so why are you so extra upset about it now? And it's because it makes you look bad.
She's a victim.
But she, like I said, they all do that. They want to play on how everybody calls Chrisean a liar and how she's the problem, this, that, and the third. Every time she fall out with somebody, they do that shit. So that's, to me, just showing y'all was just fake from the fucking jump anyways.
Yeah, majority of them are. That's why I say I would be stingy with my presence, and people would have to pay me to be around me if I was Chrisean, because as you can see, everything, including what we finna cover in the next few topics. Go ahead.
Well, I just feel like, she's probably windmilling now because of the backlash that she's gonna get from this if it catches on. Because y'all know, the rumor mill and the spins have already happened. People have already picked it up and already started bad mouthing Chrisean. So let's just see if they end up using the video or using some clips from the video or something to clear it. But we already know how this goes. And that's the part that pisses me off. These people live for a moment to drag her. And she's always the villain. And you just gave them something else. And you did it on a lie. So
I do got one more question. So, because I ain't watched the episode yet. So they had your clip on there? On Baddies? Yes, I don't know why y'all mad, because I'm excited. You've been on TV, heifer. Uh-oh.
Well, people didn't know until I said something.
I got to watch it now. I'm going to go take some pictures and frame it. You famous. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the positive and everything.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, okay, we're not going to keep with the lie. We're not going to keep with the lie. That's what we're not going to do. All right, so now let's big this video up. Why can't I get to my comments? I need my comments.
Can I ask a serious question though? Why all of they knees be messed up? Like, what y'all be doing to y'all knees, or what y'all be doing on y'all knees? Because it just seems like every time we see somebody's knees that's been on daddies, like Chrisean, baby daddy, other baby mother knees, and now her knees, and then Rolly knees was messed up. Like, what y'all be doing on y'all knees?
See, this is going to piss me off. I'm going to reach my highest point of festivity today. Where is the comment, Jesus? Because I have it. So apparently she's down in my comment section. So while we're trying to move on, we can't. I don't see it from this page. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
I got it. I'm going to screenshot it and send it to you. Hold on.
I have it. I'm right on it.
Wait, I know she ain't in the comments. I just missed something because I had to run to the bathroom. So she's under your post in your comments.
In my comments.
Trying to lie to people over here about what she did?
She says, so you're saying I was tagged in the post? This shit messy. Obviously, it's other girls I like in the post too. Blown out of proportion for no reason when I never seen the post, but I was tagged in it during filming. The post in reference had 7 people on it though, and I had no problem with anyone included in the post. Also, I was tagged in the post by the blogger. It's the bloggers that are messy.
Girl, take accountability. If you would have never liked the post, you wouldn't have got tagged. The bloggers wouldn't have had to get messy because your ass wouldn't have been messy in the first place, like in the post. Take accountability.
But wait, Pop, she said find the post. It is no post.
Yeah.
It is no
First
post.
she said, yeah. First she said find the post. There is no post. Then she says that she didn't like a post. Now she's saying that she liked the post and that there was 7 other people on the post.
And they tagged her in the post.
Exactly.
So why not say it was an accident? Why do all of this lying over and over and over again?
Because if she says
girl,
it's an
you're exposing
accident,
a
that's a
fake
lie
friend.
too. It wasn't an accident. She did that shit on purpose. And she's trying to defend her actions and not make herself look like what Chrisean said. You're a bad friend. Like, because it's just like the situation with Chrisean and her sister. If it's really truly a lie and you really truly like feel that way, you act a certain way. You are making it seem like you never said it instead of saying, yeah, I liked it by mistake. So obviously you really didn't like it by mistake, because if you really did, that's what you'd be standing on. If you're telling the truth, because I mean,
you could have been like, oh, it's social media, it happened. Hell, blame your kid. If you don't want to say it was you liking it, anything, but you're just going with one lie and then you're changing it and then another lie and you're changing that, and like, girl, like I said, exposed a fake friend. That's all that happened.
And you had to be messing up as a DJ because let me send you home. So I mean, I don't know. You can't get in your feelings when you get your hand caught in a cookie jar. You just own that shit and move forward. You're almost 40 years old, if not 40 years old, and you're still acting like you're 10. Like, this is shit that we argue with our children about, not with no grown woman.
And see, the problem I even have with that thing with the set thing is, her and Chrisean had a little issue, but you know she wants to do Yahweh because you've been with her for the last few months. So you didn't think it was messy that Tifa was trying to change it, and you did it anyways? That's just me too. I don't know. I feel like you should have known this is what your friend wanted to play, and her sister coming up may have been like something to start some shit.
Well, she said on the show, you said this for Tifa, so when Tifa came up here and said that for you, I played it. So in essence, that tells me you knew what she wanted played. You just played what Tifa wanted played because she requested a song. Acting like a kid. It's like, DJ Sky, you ain't no kid and you ain't no young person to be acting like that, dude. Like, come on, grow
But see,
up.
we've all heard Chrisean say it, like that Tifa kept wanting her to not play Yahweh. She kept wanting her to do Vibe because she kept saying they don't want to listen to gospel in the club. That was an argument they had before filming even started. Like, and she said that. So, like, if you know that, like I said, and you're her DJ, basically, you've been going off with her, then you know she was going to get pissed off, but she was just antagonizing shit to me. Like, I agree with Chrisean. Every time she gets around the baddies, she start acting different. She wants to be accepted by people who don't like her.
Right. She wanna become a baddie now. It's okay. People that don't take accountability, eventually, it all tumbles down. The whole empire. She ain't no exception.
Mm-hmm. And I like Sky. Maybe not, as friends with Chrisean, but she seems cool. Like she's out here doing her DJ Thug Thizzle, which is a male-dominated industry. She got, I believe, her weed strain. She's got her liquor. She's doing her branding thing. I like that for her. I like to see people go up and I like to see people win. But not if you're going to do it by stuff like this. Like, come on. Like, no, that's not cool.
Right. I want to see you win and do your thing, but you don't knock over everybody else to get to your destination.
I'm sorry. Can't nobody make me turn on nobody that I'm cool with except for the person that I'm cool with. Here we go. All right.
My response would have been, it was an accident, but I'm still not going to speak bad on my friend. We'll work this out behind the scenes.
So this was what she came in the comment section and said, and y'all can see it for yourselves. So you saying I was tagged in the post. This shit's messy. Obviously, it's other girls I like in the post too, blown out of proportion for no reason when I never even seen the post, but I was tagged in it during filming. And then people were basically getting at her in the comment section. Like, she responded to Belinda. Why did you put up old post from 2023 in reference to a tattoo you was posting all last night windmilling? So DJ Sky responded to that and said, the post in reference had 7 people on it, though, and I had no problem with anyone included in the post. Also, I was tagged in the post by the blogger. It's the bloggers that are messy. So this was my response. Oh, man. I got to redo it. Anyway, it's supposed to say, yes, love, I tagged you in the post. I made about, oh, God. See, this is why I can't type when I'm upset. Because don't call me a liar. I take that shit offensively. Hold on.
I don't find it messy. I feel like the narrative was going to go, get out there anyways, and you were giving her a chance to clear her name if it was an accident. How was that messy?
DJ Sky, you're a messy person because even in your interviews, you answer messy, stupid questions about Chrisean, and she shouldn't even be the topic in your interview. So you messy. You're just a messy friend, industry friend. You only hang with Chrisean when it's business opportunities, and that's cool. You're an industry friend. Just say that, so she'll know how to move accordingly around you. Ain't nobody here.
No, we here. But
We
I
here.
mean, at this
Y'all
point,
saying all the right shit.
yeah, at this point, what else can we say? Like, girl, you're trying to convince us that you're not messy and you're not doing things for clout and exposure purposes, and what you're doing and what you're saying doesn't line up. 1 and 2 is making 15 at this point.
It's been a lot of that going on at the end of this year pertaining to Chrisean. It's just been a lot of that. We get to see it firsthand on Baddies with Everybody that tried to cross her, that came on there with her, that tried to cross her, we got to see it. It's amazing. And they still trying. She out there crying to the public, why me? I was a great friend, and no matter what, I have to keep pushing.
But that's what I'm saying. That lie is not even going to work either, because us, the people, as supporters of Chrisean, we have said that you've done a plethora of things that looked shady and messy towards Chrisean over the years. We, the people. So if we feel like that, how do you think that Chrisean, the person that's supposed to be your friend, feels? So there's no trying to convince us, because for the sake of her, we had to convince ourselves that you wasn't messy.
Right. It was a lot of things you did that was suspect this year that I felt was messy. And it, and I still don't. I salute you for your business and all that. Black woman power and all that good stuff, good jazz. You do your thing, but far as your friend ethics, you suck. Because you'll throw your friend under the bus anytime you do some fake flaw shit to them. You would throw them under the bus to save your own face. And that's cool, but I just don't hang with snakes.
See, I would say some real messy, messed up things about people that do things that they're not supposed to do against God and another couple's bond, but I ain't even gonna say that because you're already messy for that. But I ain't gonna say it.
Well, I redid my response. So my response to her was, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are you here? Yes, love. I was the one who tagged you in the post I made about you liking the post. It's a double the whatever. I even told you the page that the like was on and sent the post directly to you, and you unliked it. The problem is, I was one of the blogs that posted on this, and I felt bad about y'all getting into it. But you saying you never liked it as if it was made up and it wasn't is wrong. You're right. The situation is messy, but you did like the post, even if it was a mistake. That's all I'm getting at. And that's all. That's it. That's all. Anyway, from one mess to another. Are we done with this topic?
I'm done with Sky.
Okay.
You done with the Sky? You're done with the Sky?
No, I'm done with Sky.
Oh.
All right.
That would have been real weird.
Over the weekend, Blueface did an interview with 607 Unc and King Yella. Now, you can go and peruse the YouTube streets if you want to and go look up the interview for yourself. But during this interview, Blueface had a couple of things to say about his baby mamas. Wait, no, let me say this. Just because I'm a blogger doesn't mean that I'm not a person. And just because I'm a blogger doesn't mean that I intentionally try to be messy, meaning stir up shit, kick up shit, cause shit. I'm not intentionally trying to get people hurt. I do care. And I do try to remember that on the other side of these screens is people's lives, which is why I try to err on certain things the way that I do, because what gets said online can affect someone in real life. Now, other bloggers may be sitting back like, oh, you got in your feelings about that. You was feeling bad for what? That's your job. No, my job is never to have someone be harmed, to cause something to happen like that. And to see it happening in real time, it really fucked with me mentally. It fucked with me emotionally. It fucked with me spiritually. And it does that because I've done a lot of work to heal myself to get to where I am right now. To be the good person that I try my hardest to be every day that y'all have gotten to know. It took a lot of healing. It took a lot of work. I grew a whole lot. My mama told y'all that. And the one thing about this is all I have on this internet is my name. Nobody knows me like personally like that. It's not like these people all are friends or people I talk to every day or family members. And y'all know me as that girl Henny. Y'all don't know Chari. Y'all don't know me. Like on a personal level, to know my journey, to know my struggles. All you know is that girl Henny and Henny. Y'all know that girl Henny Reviews and the press box. That's what everybody knows. So if you start throwing smut on my brand, on my name, that messes with my business. For 2 years, I've come in this game. I've made mistakes and I've owned them, but I've basically come with receipts and facts to the point where, you know, if I put it out there, it's law. You could pretty much bet your bottom dollar on it. I'm not creating and manufacturing receipts. I'm not doing none of that shit. So for me personally, for me to go to bed and feel one way, where I felt real bad, watching all of that play out in real time, looking at the screen and seeing the blurred version and pulling up the post and looking like, oh no. And then to wake up and then basically be called a liar. If you're a blogger who posted that, you're basically being called a liar. I'm going to defend my brand every time. I'm going to defend my name every time. But this was also bigger than just me. That means that every blogger that posted that was being called a liar too. And I guess this is where the real life conversation is going to come into play at, because I'm quite sure even whether you've done it recent or you've done it in the past, a lot of us may have gotten ourselves out of a situation. We're trying to get ourselves out of a situation, but we don't look at the consequences of how we're getting ourselves out of that situation or how it ripple effects out onto somebody else. By trying to save face and say that it's a lie, you throw other people under the bus because they're a blog and their blogs are messy. And that's the perception that people have. But how many of y'all have either had your kids throw one of the other kids under the bus to save face? Or lied and ended up getting somebody else in trouble? Trying to save face. As people, we got to own our shit. We make mistakes. Yes, we own our mistakes. Yes. And mistakes do come with consequences, but you can't be so scared of the consequence of making a mistake over your own personal integrity, to where you compromise other people trying to save you. And that's the point of all of this. Am I making sense?
Perfect sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like that's what this is about. Because even if nobody else wanted to post it, even if nobody else wanted to stand in unity and say, no, this post really happened, even if it wasn't about, even if people didn't want to do that, I was going to do it for me. And y'all could get mad, but I did it for me first. Then I did it because you're also out here making up a narrative on someone who you consider to be your friend, knowing the bullshit that already goes on. Knowing that anybody could get on this internet and say anything and people will believe it and run with it with no receipt, no proof, no none of that. So even if it's a matter of we're not friends and we're going to move forward, I've never been that friend that wants to tarnish you without a reason. You got to give me a reason, because then you know, now. Let me say that now. Because in my younger days, I ain't give a shit. I'm a Sagittarius. All right? But I'm also that person that even in a person's disloyalty, I still stand loyal to them. I have friends I've fallen out with that decided to put my business in the streets and be petty. Y'all know how people do. But even while they was trying to drag me for filth and ruin my reputation and ruin shit about me, I didn't get petty and do the shit back to them. And I said that to say, when you're a real friend, you still, even in a person's disloyalty, it shows your character. Because if you're a loyal person through and through. That's what I was taught. If a person is showing you disloyalty, yeah, you could get disloyal with them. But what does that mean for you and your character and your morale? Because they're showing you who they are. You don't have to do nothing. They're showing you who they are. So I guess you could say I'm disappointed in the way that this has been playing out. But like the saying goes, either you stand for something or you fall for anything. And I'm going to stand up for me every time. Now, I feel bad that this happened, but I didn't make her like the post. I didn't make the post that she liked. I observed and I reported. That's my job. All right, are we ready to move on to Blue?
Let's roll.
All right,
I'm ready to go get a cappuccino.
Shit. Actually, I want one of them drinks that uniquely be drinking. She gets this coffee combo. I don't know. It hit different. So Blueface did an interview with 607 Unc and King Yella, like I was telling you earlier. And they were asking him questions. And, you know, it wasn't that long of a video that I saw. It was probably about, like 30 minutes or whatever. But he talked about both of his baby mamas. He had a lot to say about Chrisean and Jaidyn. So let's hear what he had to say.
What in the future, maybe? Ew. Sex, maybe?
That
should not even. That should don't even.
Hold on.
I want to know, what did actually you and your baby mama go wrong? I mean, y'all was always wrong, but what did go wrong? Where it's like, no, I was getting real. What did your own shit? No, I just want to know, like,
this nigga
what was like the final straw?
Which one?
No, what was the final straw where you like, you done with it? Because y'all was jealous when you went to jail, right?
Oh, no, I had, I had a little drip drop of love from me when I went to jail, but what lost me was, man, that support, man. You hear me? You ain't gonna make sure I got money in my books. You suck the toes. Jaidyn too. Jaidyn niggas too.
Yeah.
So they both niggas. I ain't got no money on my books from them. That's out there.
She said she got out of jail. She came out of jail to bring you some money. Well, you came out of
jail now. I don't need money now.
But you gonna take it though, huh? I wanna know, what did actually you...
What the hell happened? What happened? Is everybody here? Is everybody safe?
Yeah.
Okay, we had a
I'm on
rolling
a carpet.
blackout. We lost Kristen.
I'm on a carpet. Magic carpet.
Well, don't take us on the magic carpet with you. Did y'all hear what happened?
Yeah.
No.
And
Did
I
y'all
wanna-
hear the video? Okay.
I feel like, how could you ask, and you talking to men and they sitting up there, yeah. How can they yeah with you? And he asking you a question about the mother of your children. Mothers of your children. And I don't get that. Like, it's hard enough to take care of a baby with you in them. It's hard to take care of them. We be getting bullied and beat and just abused by children. And just imagine for them to do it alone. Both of them are raising young men and a young woman. But it's easier for a woman to raise a young lady than it is opposed to her to raise a young man. Jaidyn has to deal with Javon hormones and the things that he's going through psychologically that she does not know nothing about. Chrisean has to teach her child things that a man's supposed to be around to teach her child. I mean, the daddy's supposed to be around to teach her child at that age. She don't have the tools down there that he has. You know what I'm saying? So, and you asking them for financial support. You lucky if they send you $30. You ain't put them in a position to do anything. Maybe Jaidyn on baddies, maybe her. But from my understanding, you didn't help with that. Chrisean already had her motion with when you left and went to jail. So whatever she had going was what she had going, and you wasn't sending a diaper and ain't sent one. So I'm confused.
And that's what I'm saying. It's the audacity. Like, you didn't take care. Well, we don't know about Jaidyn, but you have not taken care of Chrisean Jesus since he's been born. But you expecting his mama to take care of you while you in jail, a place that you put your own self at, while you're cheating, while you're still manipulating, while you're still trying to take all of her money and telling her to sit down. Like, I don't understand. And then with your other baby mother, boy, you was having sex with her whole best friend. Her whole best friend. And then you're acting like you're still entitled to be treated like a faithful, good baby daddy when you're not. That's the audacity that Blueface has. Like,
Wait, Pop, don't forget she paid Chrisean paid the bills. Didn't she help him open the
and she did
restaurant?
until she got locked up. And that's another thing. Like, you acting like that girl, we wasn't mad at her for sitting down, because you said it, and paying all your bills. We was already over here, like, looking at you like what kind of man you are. So for you to really sit there, it's the same thing. No accountability. You're not taking accountability for why they wasn't putting money on your books and why they wasn't messing with you like that. You did all of that to yourself because you still couldn't keep your penis in your pants even when you was in jail. Like, I'm not putting money on no nigga books that got all these girls coming out saying that they've been with you since before you been in jail, meaning you was cheating on me with these hoes while you was home. Why do you feel like you deserve money?
Well, he did say in his tweets, if we go back to November 6th, when he was out here tweeting with Twitteritis again, he did talk about, in his first tweet, he talked about, he thought he had a girlfriend and this, that, and the third. And he says, BMs left me in prison, stranded for dead. If I wasn't out today, they'd be fagging off. They will never get the chance to do that again. Don't let them run you off, ladies, because he's looking for a golden retriever, remember? Then he says, when you do time, you will never forget who left you there. If either of them think they could ever get back with me under one roof, they high off dick and balls. Everyone want to hold you down. Everyone will hold you down. Well, everyone want to hold you down when you up, but nobody want to hold you down nobody want to hold you up when you're down, right? And then he goes on to say, I don't care about dick and pussy activities. That's not holding it down. Holding it down is making sure your nigga incarcerated has the max he can get, the max he can go to the store on his books. Once you put whatever you got going over that, that's officially when you become a fag in my eyes. It literally costs $300 a month to go to store, gang. Bitch can't do that just off the strength. You can't eat at my table no more. That last tweet made my stomach hurt all over again, gang. $300 a month. I thought I was for sure good for that, at the least. So he's already told us prior to this interview about how he felt. And see, the problem for me is when he goes on, he's talking down on Chrisean. This tweet right here, he gave her props. He lied a little bit, but he gave her props. He says, Chrisean looked out for me more than Jaidyn, though, just to keep it all the way 100. That's why I halfway respect her. I halfway respect her. Got probably a good 7 to 8 months out of her, and I appreciate that. But Jaidyn fagged off first week. Now, how is that even humanly possible? When Chrisean was with you, when you first got locked up in 2023, all of 2023. Was it 23 when you got locked up? No, it was 24, right? 2024.
Yep. 24, January.
All of last year, she was sitting down. Chrisean didn't start getting up until this year. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. You giving her till about August, September? No, she just came outside in the spring.
Exactly. After your horse came out here and you got the audacity to fix your face and said after your horse spoke on her child.
He got at least a good year and maybe a year and some change stretching it of her putting commissary on his books. And see, the thing is, I hate that when they be like, oh, it's $300 a month for me to be able to go to the store. Yeah, but then it's money on the phones. Now, apparently, allegedly, he had a cell phone when he was in there. But for the average person, it's also keeping money on the cell phones. And then if they calling for these cash apps, you sending the cash apps. And then if you're going to visit them, you got to pay for the gas or the transportation to go there and visit them. And if they far away and you got to stay over, you got to pay to stay over. You got to make sure you got the food. And then you got to have the right clothes. It's not just a simple 1, 2, 3. And you talking about you thought you was at least good for $300 a month. Well, how many dollars, hundreds of dollars a month are you spending on your kids? We see you buy Javon and Journey toys. We haven't seen you buy nothing for Chrisean Jesus. And now Chrisean is at a point where she don't even want nothing from you, partner. But while you talking about what Jaidyn and Chrisean did not do for you, what about, like we said, y'all said, what about them girls that came out? Because if them girls would have never came out with how I met Blueface and talking about how they still talking to him while he was locked up and all of that stuff, if they would have never came out, Chrisean would have still been there. That was the straw that broke the camel's back for Chrisean.
Exactly. And
but my whole thing is, if you told her to sit down and she's paying your bills at your house and taking care of your son, why are you expecting her to take care of you too? Just even if you was taking care, which you wasn't, taking care of Chrisean Jesus prior to, if she's holding down your house, your business, and your kid, what kind of man really expects his woman to hold him down too. What kind of hustler are you? You were supposed to go to jail and find a hustle, make your $300 yourself to put on your commissary.
Because that nigga was in that jailhouse lying to them prisoners, telling them this and telling them that, not really telling them Chrisean out here holding the business down, holding the house down, the child down, him down, the daddy down, the mama down, the other baby mama, because let's be real, she sat back and let them say that.
Down,
No, by them dragging her and coming together as a collective against her, that's all they talked about in their interviews or on their shows. That's all they talked about was her. So you ate
not
off
for
of
nothing.
them.
If I was Jaidyn, I wouldn't have gave you nothing either. You just played me.
So when it comes down to speaking on Chrisean and Jaidyn, the valid point that's being made here is because he never said he left money with Chrisean. He says in his tweet, when I turned myself in, I gave Jaidyn $90,000, told her to sit still. She decided to do other things. That's fine though. Obviously the money ran out, so she said she needed some ASAP. I called Lemmy, told him give $125K for the season off my relationship with the network. She was supposed to give me $30K of that and kept it to herself. So you are already saying that you had something in place for Jaidyn to take care of you. You made sure that she wasn't coming out of her pocket, but she screwed you over, is what you're saying. Yet Chrisean was doing all of this off the strength of her own. Why? Because she was your girl at the time? And see, that's the problem. It don't matter if she was your girl at the time or not. You already had something set up for you to be able to get what you needed. So all of this, they fagging off and doing this and this and this and that, you could exclude one out of that conversation because you didn't make sure she had shit to make sure that you were taken care of. At least that's not what we get from those tweets. You ain't say that in them tweets. You said you left a specific amount of money with Jaidyn. Jaidyn, in her interview with Adam, said that he was originally supposed to be going for 6 months. Well, those 6 months turned into almost 2 years. 90K wasn't holding nothing down from what she explained. But at the same time, how you gonna expect her, and just hear me out. Don't start y'all shit. Just hear me out. How you gonna expect her to take care of you? And you got a whole girlfriend, a whole other baby mama, a whole other family, right? You've shitted on me more times than I can count. And then you do the coup de grace and you fuck my best friend. And you think I'm supposed to still hold you down? Nigga, you smoking dope and oatmeal. And you thought Chrisean was going to continue to keep coming out of her pocket to hold you down. And you got the whole train being posted on your page. It's not even like these girls were just posting it to their TikTok and people were finding it and posting it. These girls were actually coming out and giving their stories for it to be posted on your page. And it wasn't just one or two. It was about 5 or 6 of them that came out and gave their How I Met Blueface stories. And a lot of these girls met you, Blue, while you was with Chrisean. And continue to talk to you throughout the duration of you being with Chrisean and being with Jaidyn. And so you slapping the very hand that's feeding you in the face and think it's supposed to keep feeding you? Accountability, my nigga. You don't take accountability either.
Facts.
He really need to give them grace because I'd have ran him over when it went live. I would have had him set up to stay in there for at least another 5 years. The way
I would have felt some type of way.
I'd be like, this is it.
Well, you breaking up. But I would have felt some type of way. You played me with a deaf bitch. Like a person that you can't communicate with because you ain't never learned sign language because you don't even know how to spell. You can't spell Jesus. So you think I'm going to take care of you? Your whores talk about my child. They done said what they wanted to say. Then it said that you done sent money to them when you was with me The whole show, I wish a female would. I wish a female would. Running her over would be the last thing. But Chrisean has turned over a new leaf, and the Lord told her to give him grace. He'll handle him. So I'm happy that for her. And Jaidyn, you stupid.
Well, he wasn't done because he had more to say.
See yourself getting back with her in the future, maybe?
Ew.
Sex, maybe?
That shit not even. That shit don't even. Hey, they went out of style.
What went out of style? What are you talking about, Blue? What went out of style?
The bitches went out of style. Mamas went out of style.
Both of them went out of style.
Both of them. Old gym shit. They out of shape, man.
Right, even the one that Adam fucked.
Yeah, even after. I mean, that one been out of shape. So.
Been out of shape, right?
Then I put her in shape. Then
right.
She fucked up.
Do you see yourself?
That's not nice.
So first of all, he's saying that he wouldn't sleep with neither one of them, right? Lie. We already know that it's a lie. But you're not saying King Yellow was the one that said that whole jail shit. That ain't what Blue said. Blue said they played out, they out of shape. That's what he said. He said they out of shape. He didn't say, I ain't gonna rock with them because of all of the stuff that they did. They left me high and dry. Woo da woo da woo da woo. He said they out of shape. And then said that Jaidyn slept with Adam. Now, in the interview, he does go on to say that he don't think that Adam smashed Jaidyn, but it was the post alone that was disrespectful. It was the implication that you did, especially when you came back talking about you wouldn't smash her because she my baby mama, but you'll make a post making the implication that you would smash my baby mama, and that was disrespectful. And Jaidyn did go along with that as well. She went along with that. She didn't say, no, don't post that. That's disrespectful. She went along with the gag, and he did the interview. But you up here, you done went from they left me high and dry in jail and they over here sleeping with other dudes, and you brought up Chrisean sucking toes, which, by the way, he goes on to say he don't really feel no way about it because she was sucking his toes first. And then he played a little, he let Blueface slide in the chat because he said that I'm basically training them for the next nigga. That's what he said. That's what he said. So you was upset about that, but then you start talking about how they look and all that other shit. Nigga, these kids, these girls, they done been, you drained them of their youth. You depleted them. You sucked their bones dry. Chrisean is getting replenished as we speak. They began to thrive without you. So,
am I the only one who is confused about how he was left high and dry? Because as soon as Chrisean stopped supporting him, he was getting 50 grand from Ange, was he not?
There's no way that he got 50 grand from her unless he's totaling up other shit. Because if it's $300 a day to take care of him, she ain't run up no 50 grand. In that video, he said, I'll pay you back every dime that you spent. I'll send you 50 grand. So I don't think she sent him 50 grand. I think he just threw that number out there. Because there's no way.
I mean, even go without. His reasoning is.
The reasoning is because it didn't come from them. He don't care what these other chicks is doing. He care about what the baby mamas is doing.
And that's crazy because they got your kids.
And that should tell every chick on his roster, his interview should tell y'all exactly how all y'all desperate bras that want to sit there and have his baby and let him put y'all on the leash and in the kennel, how he gonna do you. He don't care about you. He care about your money. And is you gonna give it to him. And if you not, you a lame female and you out of shape and you out of style and you're antique and you're ancient and all this other shit, and he looked like the big bear in the blue house, and you know.
Yeah. And the crazy part about all of this is, y'all remember he was just on live stream flirting with Jaidyn.
And let's not act, when he first came home, Chrisean was the one in your house for 3 days, and you can't tell me that you ain't getting none of that cream pie.
We seen the messages he sent her.
I think that, you know how men are when you don't give them what they want. It's just like a dude when you outside and you looking cute and a nigga try to talk to you and you let him down politely and you still all kind of bitches and hoes because his ego got hurt. That's what that is. I think both of them is really on some, we don't want your devil dick, get away from us. And he's upset about that. So now they're mid and they're out of shape and all this stuff. But meanwhile, you playing house with fucking Gollum from Lord of the Rings. It makes no sense.
Well, what else makes no sense is the fact that this just happened a couple days ago, and this came after the interview.
Got anything to fit?
See my friend out there? Ask him for a $100.
What, for 50?
Yes.
Well, he has 50?
Yeah.
Alright.
So let me use your charger. All right, y'all. Playtime is over.
What is going on?
Who's talking?
Is that how you get the ladies?
Yeah, that's having.
Is that how you get the ladies?
Everyone that makes sure you hear me. Every look like a diamond cheater. Got it?
And then they got the ultimate cock block. Kids come in at the right time. But let's also not forget about, where is it? Let's not forget about this post.
For Christmas.
What?
Oh, you acting like that? You gonna get a kiss on the cheek? Oh, give me a kiss on the cheek then, since mommy acting like fake on camera. Like I ain't finna beat that.
Yeah. What? Shut up. What the fuck?
Both of these incidents happened after that King Yella interview and that Unc 607 interview, after he said what he said. And then Chrisean was saying he was trying to slide through. So you a bold-faced lie. Nigga, you slide up in both of your baby mamas because you feel like they your property. And him saying that he don't care about them sleeping with other dudes, he's said that before, but I don't feel like he really mean that. It just, this is diabolical. Like you playing with your baby mamas like this. Meanwhile, they gotta go take care of these kids, and they need to be clear-minded, and they need to be, in a good energy space in order to take care of the kids. And Jaidyn, it's all shits and giggles now, but the minute that, if you let that man slide back, I think she did though. I think she did. If you get yourself invested in this again, girl,
she already invested in.
You more foolish than I think. Sex is sex, but getting invested is a whole nother thing. You don't want nobody else to be with your baby mamas, but you say you don't care about them sleeping with other people, but you don't want nobody else to be with your baby mamas, because you saying this shit to a room full of niggas so they don't look at your baby mamas, but you've already given compliments. You sat up there and told Bootleg Kev, you see her in person, basically she's shit. Okay, when you see Chrisean in person, she's the shit. I can vouch for that. When you see her in person, she looks better in person. Not meaning she looks bad on camera. I just mean when you see her in person, if you think she looks good now, you think she's cute, you think she's beautiful now, wait till you see her in person. It's even better.
Damn.
Don't you start, Dre. Somebody
That's
talk.
a beauty.
Cut Dre off, somebody.
Jeez Louise. You stupid, boy. I know you should be over there crying, hurt you over there with your little troll doll. She ugly. She mid, like for real. I don't see how you wake up to that every day looking at Casper, you know? And then you got them hound dogs over there that you call Dalmatian puppies. They hound dogs, sir. They all washed up. They all look like y'all in a room full of stinking booty cooter. And quit kissing them females in the mouth. What's wrong with you? If they you off, what make you think they somebody else off? You just like sucking on weenie D. I see. But don't expect for your baby mamas in all seriousness to try to take care of you.
He likes sucking on what, Dre?
Weenie Dean. See, I ain't gonna do it with Pop, not today. But in all seriousness, you got a lot of nerve, partner, to ask Chrisean especially to take care of you. You got Jaidyn a BBL before you went to prison. You got Jaidyn a car before you went to prison. You set her up with
Jaidyn got 2 BBLs.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that. He got Jaidyn 2 BBLs and a tummy tuck. Twice.
But Chrisean didn't need that after Chrisean Jesus because her snapback snapped back. So him talking about somebody being out of weight, out of shape, I think he was deflecting because he looked like he been drinking beer for 40 years.
He got a granddaddy body. He got
a dad bod. He got a granddad bod.
He got titties now. He gonna need a breast reduction. I don't know if nobody told him, sir, when you lose weight and try to feel great. What are you on? I need to know your diet because there's no way in hell you can lose 100 pounds in 1 month. You on that Ozempic?
Yep, that Ozempic.
All day long. He's fucking.
He on that Ozempic.
And he's fucking too. All day long. Thank you, Trust, for the super chat. She said Jaidyn doesn't care who Blue is with unless it's Chrisean. And that seems to be a fact because we've seen that time in and time again. Speaking of Chrisean, she live streams tonight. Okay. She will be live streaming tonight, December 22nd at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 7 p.m. Eastern.
And I'm proud of her going on about her life and leaving the fat people behind. Leave the fat people behind, Chrisean. They'll do shit but weigh you down. Ooh.
I just want confirmation of who the stalker is before I start alleging shit because I think the stalker that she talking about is that same nigga that called her mid. That same nigga that's saying that he don't want the fuck his baby mama. I think that's the stalker. Them 3 days that been stalking, I think he been stalking.
Now you ain't the only one.
That's him. He over there. He missing that. I'm telling you, he pie sick. He ain't never been free and he couldn't get to the pie. You ain't never been.
I don't even know if it's genuine. I think it's because he see that, okay, they're going viral, a little something, but none of those girls that he's trying to replace her with will ever make him go viral like she does. And I don't know if it's a genuine I miss you. I think it's I miss the clout. I miss the spotlight. Because let's be honest. We ain't even talk about it, but didn't he just do a stream with Miss Keke Palmer yesterday? It didn't even go viral like that. Nobody cares about it. Even people in the comments was like, we don't even understand why she went to stream with him. So he's seeing like, he's not gonna, you can't make another Chrisean. That was his whole mistake in the first place, thinking that he made her when he didn't do nothing but be a stepping stone to elevate her, because she was already made by God and through God. She was already anointed. You was just a stepping stone. You brought her more into the forefront. But if you could have made me, you should have already made another one. And I'm sorry, the girls that he's picking is never going to be Chrisean.
You know what, Pop? You right. And he at home feeling like the biggest Dalmatian dummy. You know, remember the Dalmatian dummies from Brown Sugar? The Dalmatian dummies.
Oh yeah, the rap group.
The girl is mine. What? Oh, okay, sorry. But he's a Dalmatian dummy, because in all honesty, you could have made a bigger bag with just you and her and the kids on the show with Lemmy, and y'all both training, getting in shape for y'all boxing matches. But you chose to go off and look like who did it and why, and be a whoremonger. A broke one. Because I don't care how many thousands you get, sir, and until you take care of that debt, you broke.
Well, until they start collecting on the debt, because they haven't started actually seizing anything as of right now. But you know, Keke Palmer has given Chrisean props in the past. They was together at the Hollywood Unlocked Awards and had a moment. And I just know that, you know, I'm noticing, just like everybody else is noticing, that he's starting to hang around everybody that she's been hanging around. And yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Blue was hanging out with Ray J.
I'm coming to catch the camera and I'm putting it on somebody else, you guys can't do me like that.
Ray J, shut the fuck up. Everybody shoot Ray J, man.
Bro, I'm a real one, bro. I'm shooting everybody in this motherfucker with the paintball shooting. Dead on me.
Was Diddy in your booty for real?
Nah, you know what? They mixed that shit up, bro. I was talking about the homie Lil Rod, which I apologize to Lil Rod too, because I shouldn't have been talking about his ass and it backfired on me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made that shit up on the Breakfast Club. Come on, man. I'm not gonna be like, Wack was mad. Yeah, but shout out to the agency.
Okay, yeah, shout out to them. All right, I just had to double check, man. You know, we out here playing paintballs and whatnot.
Diddy ain't never took nobody.
That's
nigga ain't taking niggas.
You ain't taking niggas?
You been around Puff?
Nah, never.
You been around Puff?
Nah, never.
Never in life?
Ever.
Never
met.
Isn't he lying?
No, he's never been around Puff. Chrisean was.
I thought he went to that party.
No.
Remember,
Chrisean was there with Lemmy and Zeus and Natalie. She was not there with Blue, and Blue was pissed off. And if you notice, that's when he started being with her everywhere she went with the baddies, because he wasn't with her during Baddies South, and that's around the time that happened. And from that point forward, if you go back to the Baddies seasons, everywhere she go, he was there. Like, he wasn't leaving her unattended. And Chrisean never went back to a Diddy party after that.
So what was Pissy talking about? She said that he went and saved her from that.
He didn't save her from that because he didn't go to the party.
Oh, okay. That's why I got it misconstrued, that because I was
Why are you even listening to the Karlissa?
No, like, because some of the things she say be true. You know, some of the things she say, like 5% out of 100, 5%. Her name and her kids. But see, she had mentioned
bullshit, I'm calling bullshit because you just tried to say that what she said about him being over there with Diddy was right, and it wasn't right.
No, that's why I said, that's why I came to that, because I seen Chrisean at a party and I wasn't watching her at that moment. So then when she said something about him saving her from him, and I was like, oh, okay.
She was being funny because she was talking about Young Miami and saying that Diddy and Young Miami was trying to get Chrisean.
Right. Okay. Because see, I wasn't following Chrisean at that moment. No.
Now, probably what you remember, Dre, is Diddy saved her from Lemmy.
Right.
Right.
He done yoked him up. Yoked his little ass up, little nerdy ass.
And the words. Right, allegedly.
Yeah, but he's saying that Karlissa said Blue saved her from Diddy.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
no.
That's what she probably got confused. Right. I see where we all went
She
wrong.
ain't get no goddamn confused. She always trying to make it seem like her son is Superman around this motherfucker, and he is Lucifer.
Get
Okay,
her.
he is a
Get her.
tyrant from
Get
the
her.
depths and the darkness of your womb. He is a tyrant.
Get her.
Yeah, Blue is not no Captain Save a hoe. He just a hoe.
I took it to how high. Sorry. Henny was roasting.
I wasn't roasting. I was just saying something. I've been very good. I've been very good, even with people coming in here being funny, saying the wrong name.
I ain't never seen a fat
I've been
tyrant
very
though.
good with that. I didn't go off. I just kept going with the show. But anyway, we did good today. We done got through everything. Be sure that y'all tap in and tune in tonight because it's going to be Ryan Garcia and Chrisean again on the stream. This is going to be her second training session with Ryan tonight. So I'm excited to see how this is going to go. And y'all stop clipping her up and making her look crazy in these internet streets because she don't like it. She don't like it. She told y'all she don't like it. She was on stream this morning and she was telling y'all that she don't like when y'all clipping her up. But I get it because people be clipping stuff and making it look bad and running with narratives because goddamn, within 10 hours of her being on the live stream, people had her and Ryan engaged and about to walk down the damn aisle together.
Yeah, he was the best stepdaddy known to man. He was teaching the baby how to box and everything. With these streets clip that up. Amazing.
Sean all in love, and I'm sitting back like, what are y'all saying? But let
Wait,
me
people in the comments saying she canceled it.
PSA for herself from this morning.
Two. Yeah. All right, y'all need to clip this. Good morning, too. Why when I was praising God and basically telling everybody where I messed up at when I was 19 years old because I had an encounter on live with Holy Spirit to be vulnerable enough to cry. Y'all switch it and make it about somebody else. That's weird as hell, bro. I fucking hate the internet, bro. Since this stream shit and how clip farming works, y'all be clipping stuff to make it weird. I don't appreciate it. Don't even play with me like that. That's crazy. I've been crying in tears of joy lately because, honest to God, I never knew I was this strong. To let go certain things that's not good for me or my kid. Just personally just saying. Two, the fact that I keep seeing a lie being spread. Oh my God, Chrisean is crying about. If anything, it's the other way around. I'm just saying. Y'all know it's the other way around. It's cool. I let the internet win on this one, but I'm tired of the internet. Everybody that know that was on my live knew why I was really crying, knew why I was shouting like that for because when you get rid of something so bad in your life, a habit, a person, whatever, it's an accomplishment that you want to let people know about because it's who else was struggling this bad to give up something that was killing them? So it's why y'all try to make something that was good for me about something that's not even true?
I mean, I consider getting them removed, but
y'all seen the clip that I just posted on my story? That's what was having me in awe. Seeing my transformation. Seeing me go from delusional to righteous. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just saying. So watch that clip that I just posted. Okay? And if you don't cry, it's because you don't love me. You don't love me. You don't. And for everybody that's asking me, why am I up? Because I have a training at 6 a.m. that I committed to. Okay? Trying to get this body, my lungs, my hands in shape. Because I'm finna make it out the hood again. And again and again and again.
Spirit.
6, 7, 8, work, 9, 10, 11, come on, work, 12, 13, 14, 15, that's money.
The Lord is my shepherd.
So we're not going to get it. Sorry, guys. I canceled on coming because I don't want to rock climb. I just want to box. I get that the world is doing stuff for entertainment, but I'm doing this because I decided to take myself serious. I'm not about to be clip farmed by anyone. I don't want it to I don't want it to look like a date. It's weird behavior. See? Y'all did it to yourselves. Y'all done fucked up the church's money. Y'all done messed it all up. Out here, couple shipping them together. That's what they said, shipping them together and all that. Look at what happened. Now we ain't getting no live stream. Man, I don't even want to talk no more.
I want to say this because it has to do with that. There's a lot of click farming and editing of images and videos, and people don't realize how that affect people. These are humans. Yeah, they celebrities, and they come on here and they put their life on the line. I mean, put their life on the net. At the end of the day, they human beings just like you is. You know what I'm saying? They got a significant other to go home to or a situation to deal with. Like, we gotta stop.
Hold on, Dre. Because somebody said this has blue written all over it. No, it don't. Did
No,
y'all
it don't.
hear what she just said?
It's because of y'all. It's y'all that kept putting them together as a couple.
They was gonna go rock climbing, but she decided no because it was gonna look like a date. She literally. Let me read it again for y'all. Sorry, guys. I canceled on coming because I don't want to rock climb. I just want to box. I get that the world is doing stuff for entertainment, but I'm doing this because I decided to take myself serious. I'm not about to be clip farmed by anyone. I don't want it to look like a date. It's weird behavior. No, don't go blaming Blue. She don't want to be clipped. The last time that she was with Ryan, people clip farmed shit up so bad, and people was talking about they was a couple and shipping them together and doing all this weirdness. She don't even want to do something that's going to even remotely look like a date that could cause issue.
Like I said, they got Ryan has a whole wife or whatever his situation is. She don't want no issues making it look like something that it ain't. So people don't want to work with her because people clip farming.
Well, it's not him.
I know it's not him.
Canceled it because I don't want it to look like a date.
Right.
The crazy thing is, it's not even his side that's clip farming and doing it. It's y'all, us over here, not us on this panel, but it's the people on her side that's supposed to be supporters and fans that's being delusional and doing freaking clips and slides and reels about them being in love and they look good together and he a better daddy and all that. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. We can't blame it on Blue. We can't blame it on the hate train. We can't blame it on nothing else but y'all delusional ass fans, the weird ones that she's always talking about, that's always putting stuff together that's not supposed to be put together.
Exactly.
So listen. So then it's this clip right here where it said that her team and trainer didn't agree with the stream after finding out it has nothing to do with boxing. Okay, but did y'all see what she initially put up there? Are y'all reading it? That's what she doesn't want to do it for. She said, I don't want it to look like a date. And then her team don't want her to do it because it has nothing to do with boxing. So you got what her team said, but you cannot negate away from what she's saying.
But people don't understand why though. Like,
Jesus.
you know what I'm saying? You got those people that remember we talked about the big yellow bus and the short yellow bus. You got some of those that's on the short one. And they don't understand why. Because they have families. They got they got a life outside of y'all click farming. Y'all do things, not meaning y'all in the comments. I'm saying people in general. They get on this internet and they do things that have them dealing with issues at home. You know, even though Blue is an ain't shit daddy to that baby, but at the end of the day, that's still his son. By saying that Ryan is the best, it looks like he's going to be the best stepdad and all this and all that. That just pushes him further away. You're not thinking about that. Then the conflict it causes between people. Like, don't nobody think about it in that sense.
Well, I mean, he still wanted to do the stream, which is why there was even a second stream. Like he still wanted to work with her, but it's just the fact of the matter that, she don't want it to look like a date, and her team don't want her doing nothing that doesn't have anything to do with boxing. So all of that combined together, and it's just like, I get it. The clip farming thing that happened with Neon and Ryan. Neon was showing Ryan how to clip farm. So they did that little thing right there, and everybody clipped that part and made that the clip to go out.
And that also happened after the fact of everybody clipping up stuff on TikTok.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say welcome back to Kim. Thank you, Kim, because that probably was Kim's decision. That's all I want to say.
Probably.
That has Kim written on it. Written all
Because
over.
if you're going this way and you're going this route and we're doing boxing, then everything should pertain to boxing. The workouts, the this, the that, it should be about boxing. But I agree with Ari's comment. She says she should stream her training on her own stream. Like, just go and stream while you're working out. Stream a couple times. It seems like it seems like it goes from the gym to the field to the this to the that. It's not just one thing that she does. So yeah, have Bible study on your stream. Like, at some point in time, you got to say fuck the numbers and do what your heart leads you to do. Because at the end of the day, yes, numbers do matter. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to hold you. When it comes to reliance on apps and being an influencer or a blogger or whatever, the numbers do matter. But I've always said to you guys that it's quality over quantity. The people are gonna come.
They're saying Ryan posted something negative about her on the page. But my whole thing, like I said the last time, y'all be forgetting so many things.
What page did he post something negative?
I don't know. Oh, he posted it making it seem like Chrisean thought it was a date. That's what somebody K-Pack 11 is saying in the comments.
But I got what she said right here on the screen. She says she don't want it to look like a date. Like, people would think that it was. She don't want nobody to have nothing that could possibly clip them together and look inappropriate.
Listen, y'all got to take accountability for what y'all did. Y'all did this because everybody forgot that this man has said a lot of racist, negative things about black women prior to him even talking greasy about Chrisean Jesus prior to them streaming together. So all of you delusional people that wanted them to be together, that to me was, it was a dumb move anyway. Because y'all have selective memory. I don't care. Like, we support Chrisean, so we're gonna support everything she do. But I don't forget. I'll forgive, but I don't forget. He is a racist. Just like Neo. That's why him and Neo get along so well. That's why he said she's not bad around bad people. That's not what that was. I took that a different way because I heard what you said about black women, and I heard what you said about black people prior to all this, and I heard what you said about Chrisean Jesus. So me putting them two together was never a thought. And that's, some of y'all don't got no brains, some of y'all don't got no common sense, and some of y'all don't do y'all due diligence before y'all put stuff out. So now that y'all are the ones getting blamed for it, don't try to switch it and put it to Blue. Whack nobody. It was y'all for being delusional and dumb.
Right. And I don't see what he mean by self-sabotage. She doesn't want it looked that one way. You sat back instead of saying the neon, sir. You have to it's a whole big ass picture of accountability going on. You sat back and let neon trick you into clip farming. You clip farm, sir. And you let him trick you into doing it. And you had the whole world buzzing with, oh, I wonder what Chrisean is doing today. And all this and that. Like, you fed the narrative too. So now if she don't want to do something that doesn't revolve around boxing, then I mean, it is what it is. I get you are a boxer, you're not a trainer, but I mean, shit, you the one that invited her into boxing. You said you would take her up underneath your belt. If Karlissa Shields take her up underneath her belt, what you think she gonna do? She gonna teach her.
Well, at the end of the day, that is true. He did allow himself to get pulled into clip farming. But at the same time, people ain't bothered to see the whole thing or look for the rest of the stream. They just seen that clip of him saying, I wonder what Chrisean is doing. Oh, he's in love with her. Oh, they're a couple. He's not divorced. He's not divorced.
They're just separated and they're working on their marriage.
Yeah. Well, he did post his story and said, canceled, will reschedule when I can. And that was 9 minutes ago. And I guess somebody done sent him Chrisean's clip, because here it is. Chrisean self-sabotaged herself once again. It's a stream and it's entertainment. I'm not a trainer. I'm a boxer. I decided to do a stream where it's Rocky style training. And I added Chrisean climbing, chill, wholesome stuff. If she thinks it was considered a date, she is living outside of reality. I made it very clear it was never that and will never be that. Well, here we go again, where somebody's not paying attention to what she said. She never said that it was a date. She never said she thought it was a date. She said, I don't want it to look like a date. Oh, I'm getting
and you lied from jump, talking about I'm not a trainer, I'm a boxer. But on the first stream, you told her that you would train her. So are you gonna train her or not? See how people like to switch shit up when they know that they was wrong for doing some shit? Because on the stream you said you would train her. Now you saying I'm not a trainer. So which one is it, sir?
That's what I said. I said, so you told her, you brought her in and said, yeah, I think you can go pro. Bye, 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 bye. And then you turned around and say, you're not a trainer. I get it. You're a boxer. But if she went and got up underneath another boxer, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to train her.
Y'all know I hate Karlissa Shields, right? I do hate Karlissa Shields. But if she said she's going to train her, she would have really trained her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's you're Ryan is trying to get another bag. You're starting to look like the rest of these streamers. You lie, you scheme, you finagle shit, you misdirect people, you thing narratives to make your numbers go up. You're click farming right there in your response, because like Henny said, you didn't pay attention. She never said she felt like a date. She don't want other people to feel like a date. And she's thinking about you and your wife and y'all situation more than hers, because she don't have nobody that'll come back and say no shit to her if everybody really did think it was a date. But you do. You see how people don't like when you try to help them when they have their own agenda? It's always like that. You have your own agenda. You want the numbers. You know that all that cliff farming that you did is going to draw people in because they're going to want to see if y'all acting all cozy and if it really is a date. Ryan, you already know what you was doing because rock climbing, I ain't never seen near not a one boxer rock climb in my life as training. Talking about Rocky style, even in Rocky and in Creed, I'd never seen a nigga climb a rock. I'm just saying. I done seen niggas run through the desert. I done seen them put their legs in a tire and true hand-to-hand togetherness. I done seen Rocky chase chickens around, all kind of shit, but never seen nobody rock climb.
What does rock climbing got to do with boxing? Nothing. Nothing at all, sir. And you can't say, oh, this person sent it to me, so I thought, no, you didn't take the time and the due diligence to go out your way to go look on her page and read what she said. She was protecting you in her.
Well, the rock climbing would be upper body strength. And while Rocky didn't do rock climbing, he did climb a mountain.
She climbs mountains by herself, pushing strollers. We don't need to see her do it again.
I think nobody is going to. I think nobody is going. I just sat here and read what the girl said out loud, and it still went over everybody's head, and it's still not being comprehended, not even by Ryan, about what it is that was actually said. She didn't look at you as trying to date her. She didn't think you were trying to date her. She doesn't want to be clip farmed. She doesn't. And I agree with her team. If this isn't boxing, you say rock climbing. That don't, if you didn't say, well, I want to do a Rocky style boxing with you, and we're going to do some rock climbing, we're going to do some push-ups and some jumping jacks, we're going to do a workout like Rocky in the movies, then it's not understood what it was, because clearly even her own team didn't want her to do it. Her trainer didn't want her to do it. And while, yes, he agreed to train her, you are a boxer, but you agreed to train her. So you may not be a trainer, but you did agree to train with her. That means that you were going to show her how you train. And now it just feels like, I don't know who got in his cabinets and pissed in his cereal, or who came to him and said what, that he would be like, oh, she's self-sabotaging, and if she thinks that it's a date, it's not that. And Ryan, look, I'm over it for the day. I said what I said. I've read what I read. I comprehend everything that's going on. So it is what it is.
I feel like all of them use her for clout, and then when she doesn't do what she wants or what they want her to do, then it's her fault.
I think she's tired of being in scandal. And I don't blame her.
Right, the butt end of the joke every single time. It's just like, I would be tired too. If I was her, if Clarissa Shields got some, I go train with her and see what she talk about. But I'm not finna be the butt end of nobody's joke. And if you feel like, because right now you thinking too highly of yourself.
Yeah, talking about she's self-sabotaging like Ryan. To be honest, ever since you stopped boxing and you went crazy and you got beat that last time and you spouted all of that racial bullshit that you was spouting, nobody was even checking for you. No one was checking for you. You wasn't going viral unless you were saying something crazy. And that was months ago, damn near a year ago. So you talking about she self-sabotaging herself? No, whoever's in your ear is sabotaging you. Because y'all keep thinking she's the same person, and she's not. She's showing everybody time and time again that I am not the same Chrisean. So things that people could have influenced her to do, or things that she didn't really think about doing before she did them, now it's a totally different story. And you cannot blame her for wanting to uphold her integrity and be on something else. Like I said, she's never been the home wrecking type. You have a wife. You told her you're trying to deal with it. She knows how the internet can mess up an intimate relationship. She's gone through it with her and Blue. So her trying not to give you trouble and also getting herself out of being the bad guy that everybody always puts her as, and you're telling her she's self-sabotaging, to me, that means that you only really wanted her to come back for numbers and for clip farming and for clout. Because if it was really a good intention, what you could have did was call her back and be like, all right, we don't got to go rock climbing. Let's go to the gym. But you didn't say that. Instead, you wanted to come on here and blame her after she is literally right in all aspects, even in your situation, not to want it to look like y'all on a date.
But see, when they said something about Blue liking Drea's pictures, it was, I don't want to be, I'm going to be positive. Oh, this, that, and the third. But she cancels, and all of a sudden, you're talking shit about her.
Right. She never said, oh, I'm canceling because, he scheduled this and it looks like a date. No, she said, I don't want it to be made out to be look like it was we were on a date. Like, she never said he
Like,
asked
if
her
you're going to
on
keep
the
it
date.
positive for Blue, do the same for Chrisean if that's really who you are. But it just sounds like you were just using her to me. And I don't know. I just kind of felt he was off anyways. Look at his friends.
Right. But it just seemed like he was the one that was off. Everybody else, like, come on. Like when she like, okay, well, let's go do this. Let's sign a contract and everything. He just sitting there acting like he deaf. If you serious, if anybody's serious about boxing and their craft and bringing somebody up the ranks and helping them achieve their goals, they're going to get whoever they need to get on the line to get the papers that they need to get this person to sign. He just act like he was deaf. So if I was Chrisean, baby, if you listening, pick Clarissa Shields up, ask her with a paper ad.
Hell no.
For real, because this dude don't care. He ain't got your best interest at heart. He over there playing with Blueface and Wax.
And I don't see how how she disrespected him. Like that's, please, like, boy, go somewhere. Go somewhere and go crawl right back in your shell. You don't like Karlissa Shields because when you was being racist, she's the one that called you out and she brought it to the forefront. So that's why you don't like her. Like, that's why I'm saying people be having selective memory about what be going on. So
well, that could be his problem too, because she said, no, I like Clarissa Shields. She didn't have a problem with Clarissa Shields. He said, no, I don't like her. And she said, oh, well, I like her.
And then she was like, what? You was talking shit. And he paused. She was like, you was talking shit, wasn't you? And he said, yes. So you mad because she outed you because you was popping off? And that, I'm sorry, some men need to put their ego in the garbage or up somebody's ass. Because at the end of the day, your ego and your pride will make you lose everything. When you think you're bigger than the program, it'll make you lose everything. Like you're not a belt holder anymore, Ryan. You're not the talk of the boxing world anymore, Ryan. You're trying to find your own lane. So with you trying to find your own lane, you're listening to other people that's already in that lane, that's already like the people that you done did streams with prior to Chrisean is all people that said bad negative things about her, that's done something, said something, and all it's looking like is that you are just a follower. You're not a leader at this point because the girl didn't say anything disrespectful, and to me, she's trying to help you and your relationship out because she don't have nobody that's gonna say anything to her. But you have somebody that might be upset with you. So if you can't see that, then obviously the whole thing with Chrisean was never genuine. You just wanted the number she is going to bring, the views and the clout that she's going to bring.
It wasn't no coming back from that Twitter post he made for me. I don't know about y'all, but I haven't trusted him since then. That showed his true colors.
Exactly. You're mad because she rejected you. Like I said, it's just like when you outside looking cute and niggas is catcalling and you be like, all right, well, I don't you could say it nice, you could tell a nigga get out, you're still gonna get cursed out, called a hoe, you don't look good anyway. That's just what men do. Especially ones that's not confident in themselves. You got to think about it. He's going through some self-reflecting because he went from being on top of the world to being thought that he was crazy and all kind of stuff. And now he running to God. His run to God wasn't genuine to me anyway. You just ran because your whole life fell at the wayside because of what was coming out of your mouth and your actions. That's why you ran to God, because a godly person wouldn't have said it was disrespect. They would have saw the genuineness in it. Like, oh, she's just trying not to make me look bad. You talking about she self-sabotaged herself. She trying to help you, homie.
I don't know. I just feel like his ego too big for me, and I ain't got time for this dude. Like he different. Chrisean just going to move on to Clarissa Shields, close the chapter on this. Um, he feel like he is entitled to respect, and he's a respectful individual, and this, that, and the third, and she disrespected him, and I don't see where she disrespected him per se. What, by saying no? Nigga, you never heard no? No, motherfucker. Let me go and be quiet because he pissing me off. And
And I
I don't
got a
just
question. Did her stream numbers do better than Blue's stream numbers? Because how come you wanted her to come back a second time, but you ain't asked Blue to come back the second time? Like you're making it really. You're making me feel me. I'm me personally. I don't care about nobody else, but he's making me feel like it's all about clout and clicks and views. Because there's no way if she didn't give you numbers, if it didn't go up, if y'all didn't go as viral, you wouldn't even wanted her to come back on the stream because you didn't ask Blue to come back, and Blue was on the stream before her. You ain't
but
asked
I don't
DDG to come back.
but I don't see where the disrespect came from with her, where he felt
The
disrespected.
disrespect was her rejecting his offer. He feels like he's better than her. He's above her. Who are you to turn down Ryan Garcia? That's the disrespect in his head because nothing she said, nothing we saw with our own eyes was disrespectful. So of course, being emotional, what you be calling them, tender pimping, he's tender
Yeah.
pimping right now. You're upset that somebody, that mad people was trying to convince the world that was in love with you or liked you or y'all liked each other, just in front of the whole world rejected you and said she don't want it to make it look like a date. So now, even if y'all did do the stream, everything that you was planning to do to click farm and catch views, you can't do it because you didn't want it to look like a date per se, but you wouldn't have mind if it did because of all the way it went viral the first time.
But I think I don't know if I don't know if he's thinking about what he's saying before he say it, because disrespecting you.
He never said she disrespected him. It was his tone. The way it was taken was as if he felt disrespected by it. But at the same time, reading is fundamental and comprehension is even more valuable.
Yeah.
I don't think he read that completely. And if he didn't read it himself and somebody else came back and told him, which is what it's sounding like you didn't bother to read that. Somebody came back and told you that she said she canceled it because she didn't want it to be a date. Because I just literally put it on the screen, read it out loud, and people still misinterpreted what was said. People still was trying to take it elsewhere. So,
Right.
I don't know. It is what it is. I'm done with the spirals and spits.
Me and you both. I mean, it is what it is at this point. I just hope she continue keep doing her thing. Go move on with Clarissa Shields and do your thing. Dope.
Don't move on with Clarissa Shields, Chrisean. That is bad. That is not a good look.
Really? I
Yeah,
don't know.
no. We're
Not a
just
good
using
look.
Carissa
Like, they
Shields
do
as a
not
thing,
push
but
that
no, do not do
at
that,
all.
please. Cause she a little
Okay.
dumb in the head too. She ain't graduate elementary school neither. We don't need that. Cause she be inserting herself in shit that she don't need to be inserting herself in, and
Okay.
I don't.
All
Let
right.
me. I'm
Well,
gonna just put it out there.
Chrisean
I don't
made
trust people that messes up people's marriages or situations. You never supposed to trust a chick that's willing to be a side chick, a chick that feels like she's not wrong for being a side chick. And that goes for a man or a woman. Anybody that could come in somebody else's relationship and mess it up, whether the man is telling you whatever he's telling you or whatever, you're not to be trusted because you don't even trust your own self and your own judgment, and you can't make right decisions. So that woun't be a good thing neither.
Well,
Mhm.
Chrisean is responding, which I wish she would not. But she says, I have a strict program for real. I'm not doing nothing for entertainment. I almost lost my life in Compton. I'm not doing anything for clout or it to be portrayed anything negative or flirty, just strictly boxing. So hopefully the message is clearer as to why she's not doing it. And once again, it goes back to all of the spun narratives. Like we done spun way out, but it all stems from that. The clip farming and all of that. She just said what it is for herself. She don't want that. So if it's not going to be the standard traditional boxing session or whatever, then that's that. And of course, he responded as well. This is see, this is the root of all of this. The root of all of this is all of the clip farming and all of the bullshit that happened, all of that shit. It really, like, he says, mad confusing because I was super respectful to her and made sure she was treated with respect and fairness. Didn't judge her, none of that. And she disrespected, oh, that's where it came from. She disrespected me, caught me off guard, but I will continue to move in peace. So okay, so now I see where you're saying that because I didn't see the disrespect post, so I had no idea the disrespect post was there. But either way, she didn't disrespect him. So it is what it is. I have no idea where this is going, but what I can say is the root to all of this back and forth right here stems from all of the clip farming that happened. And y'all don't have to like me saying it. People can get mad at me or they want to. They can say what they want to say. But after all of that, it still goes back to how people are always putting her together with somebody. People are now starting to question the guy who's around her. I forgot his name, but that was the dude who was messing around with Tessa when Tessa was out there in LA allegedly. And people are trying to ship them together as well. Like, what are we doing?
The girl is single. She has no problem with telling y'all when she with somebody. Stop putting her with people. I mean, damn. Can she just breathe? Can she breathe? I mean, like, Jesus.
You see her with somebody, it could be her nephew, and y'all don't know that that's her nephew, and y'all gonna say, "Oh, Chrisean got a new boyfriend."
Yes, that's what they do. And I'd be like, no, that's
And
her
it
nephew.
ain't
That's
just
Tessa's son.
and it ain't just the hate train side; it's this side too, guys. Like, come on, we got to do better, be better. And it's to the point where she don't even want to be online like that. She don't want to be clipped up and things twisted around. And you got to think, it went from, and it's bigger than just posting that stuff and Ryan saying what he said and people putting them together as dating or potential love match and all of that. It's the fact that with all of that that went on, it got into the hands of Blue. It got into the hands of Chrisean baby daddy. And Chrisean baby daddy went over there and started liking Ryan's wife's posts. And because it caused that type of drama, now she don't want to be a part of none of that drama. She don't want nothing to be misconstrued. She's trying to clean up her image.
That's true.
Oh.
And she said that you got to take it into consideration. Like she said, she could have lost her life.
Oh, wait a minute. Remy disrespected her husband and posted her and her man globally for the world to see. Remy did not want Papoose anymore. Okay, so you do know that Papoose was cheating on Remy while she was locked up. That did come out, right?
And Remy's not the one that exposed it. It was that dumbass nigga she messing with, Easy, the block captain, that ran around and told everybody in the battle league that he was fucking Remy, and that's what made Papoose knock his ass out. So don't say Remy did anything first. It was the nigga she was messing with that brought it out. And not for nothing, he was cheating on her prior to, but it's see, Easy spoke and then Remy shut it down. You don't never hear Easy talking about their relationship or Pap no more. This girl inserts herself. She goes on interviews with him when she wasn't even invited. And then when he starts talking about his marriage, here she goes, well, you know, that takes time and da 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 da. It's a that let's not let the side chick get no glory. Okay.
Hold up. Wait. Because Karlissa was just on the Breakfast Club inserting herself into business that has nothing to do with her. She's not his wife. Hey, Mumu, she's not his wife. She's not his fiance. She's basically his mistress that he's with right now because Remy and Pap are not married, yet she's always got her mouth paused on his wife. She's always inserting herself into their drama. And Papoose needs to check that. And see, that's the problem with a lot of these relationships. That's the problem with a lot of these women that's out here too. And yes, I'm going to say women and men, and I'm going to put the blame on both of y'all asses. First of all, to these dudes out here, you moving on and you got you another female, cool. But you don't let that female put her mouth on your situation unless it's necessary. She has no reason to be talking about it. And when I say necessary, I mean like your ex is stalking, putting your life in danger, doing all types of weird ass shit that sometimes these off the rocker females do. I know. And the same thing for these men. Ladies, you moving on with a dude, it's your job to tell that man to respect that position. See, as people, when we leave the other person and we have a child, we have a family with them, whatever it is, it's our job to make the person that we're dealing with respect that situation and know the boundaries for it. But when you don't put boundaries in place and you just allow people to keep talking and saying whatever they want and doing whatever they want, that's when it becomes disrespectful. And if you don't check that shit, it falls back on you. So I blame Papoose for Karlissa feeling comfortable enough to come out here talking about whooping his wife's ass, making diss records on her, sitting up in interviews talking about his parenting. What the fuck does she have to do with your daughter? She has nothing to do with the co-parenting situation that goes on with you and Remy at all.
And not for nothing, you talking shit about his baby mother, that all that's going to do is make co-parenting even harder because now him as a man got to pick between the two.
That's his wife still. That's not even his baby mother. That's his wife.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying it's going to make it harder because she's popping shit about Remy. Remy, of course, is going to be mad at him because you're right. He's supposed to make her stop. Like he's supposed to hold that part of it down. So now when it comes to us speaking about anything, there's already aggression and miscommunication and other people put into it, and it's going to be harder for them to actually be good co-parents because of all the things he's allowing this girl to say about the mother of his child.
Well, going back to the point that I'm making, she already told old boy to fall back. You don't see Remy's dude out here doing all that crazy, wild, weird shit the way that Karlissa Shields does. Any free moment this chick has, which it seems to be a lot of free moments here as of late, like, aren't you supposed to be training? Aren't you supposed to be doing something? Like, aren't you supposed to be running somewhere or punching a bag or something? Don't you got anything else to do with yourself? She's just running off the leash. And it happens not just in this celebrity couple, it happens in everyday life. You'll never have a peaceful co-parenting situation as long as your Co-parenting partners, other people are getting involved. It's disrespectful. It shows there's no limitation. It shows that you will allow anything to go. And as a mother, I'm going to tell you this. If you allow this chick to get up here and disrespect me, talk shit about me, threaten me, write diss tracks on me, you think I'm going to trust you to have my daughter around this chick? When this chick is spewing her venom and showing how much she disrespects me and don't like me, you think I want my seed around her? Absolutely not. And it's the same thing with Karlissa. She's a grandmother out of pocket. I don't want my kid around you, because if that's what you're doing to me, you're going to do it to my kid. And look at what Karlissa do. The way she treated Chrisean, she was once upon a time, not long ago, out here popping it about her own grandkid. So at the end of the day, if you really want to get into all of that Papoose and Remy dynamic, people ain't going to like what I got to say. Because at the end of the day, I feel like they both was wrong. But I feel like what started all of this, what triggered all of this was the fact that it came out that Papoose was sleeping around with other people while Remy was locked down in jail. And then we seen them come out. And then all of a sudden, because Remy's dirt came from underneath the carpet first, everybody want to jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, she disrespected her marriage. When it wasn't even her, it was him that posted the picture. And he disrespected the marriage. He stepped out of that marriage. And if you think that he wasn't stepping out of the marriage somewhere in between all of that, you're slow, because there's no way you're going to tell me that around that time that all of that was going on, that he wasn't tipping out or something wasn't wrong. Because I'm going to tell you when I think things started going wrong, when Remy lost all of that weight after having the golden child, I think that's when they started having them problems, because you either gain weight or lose weight when you are depressed. And I believe Remy got depressed because some shit was going on. Now that's a speculation and an observation of my own. That's my opinion of things. But I believe that because as a woman, and there's a lot of women in here, we don't just step out and tip out and cheat when we're in a committed relationship with a man. We don't just cheat for sport. We cheat for a reason. There's something going on. And at the end of the
something
day,
lacking.
Right. At the end of the day, that marriage is still a marriage. They're both operating outside of their marriage. How about instead of sitting back trying to place blame on whether it was the woman or the man's fault, because there's a lot of women out here that hate Remy for whatever reason, and there's a lot of men out here that jump on the bandwagon because they're he-man woman haters, and it's so in style for them to just make the black woman the toxicest thing that walks the face of this earth, when in all actuality, motherfucker, if it wasn't for us, a lot of this shit wouldn't be moving around this bitch. But that's another conversation for another day. They jump on the bandwagon because of that toxic shit that they got inside of them. Instead of calling the whole spade a fucking spade, put your whole hand down on the fucking table. The fucked up part about this whole situation is the fact that he is still married and Remy is still married to each other. And they have other partners. Y'all are operating outside of your marriage right now. Neither one of you waited until after y'all settled y'all divorce and went through what y'all had to go through and got y'all shit together as far as co-parenting and boundaries and all of that. Neither one of them did that. Both of them got somebody else. Both of them are still going through the divorce. So at the end of the day, you're not going to get up here and tell me that all of this falls on Remy or that all of it falls on Pap. Because the truth of the matter is it falls on the both of them, because they're showing you just how messy shit is between the two of them. And it ain't just them. Look at Cardi. Love me some Cardi. Barty gang down, my nigga. Barty gang down. But you still married to Offset. And y'all both out here operating with other people, and y'all ain't even settled y'all shit from your last relationship. And those are prime examples of people not doing what they're supposed to do as far as healing, accountability, taking responsibility, and putting shit in place before they move the fuck on. So when you move the fuck on and you still got shit lingering from the past, you're never truly free from it. And those relationships with them people, when you be married and moving like that, a lot of those relationships don't work. Them people end up leaving.
A lot of them end up back together, and the two people that was over there arguing and fighting for their life to stay with the person or defend the person is left stuck looking stupid. because they might end up getting back together. Because what it was told to us, the people, was they ain't get divorced because Pap ain't have the money to do the divorce. But now you just signed this major deal, Miss. I'ma marry him and I'ma be his wife and baby mother. Why you ain't pay for the divorce yet? You got the money to pay for it to get speedy a divorce. Like, it could go through mad quick, but you're still not doing that. But my whole thing is, I think Tiana and Ari need to write a book on how to co-parent, because I keep saying this, they are the perfect example of it can work, the perfect calm after the storm. Because Ari used to go at Tiana all the time. All the time. They used to go back and forth. I remember that when your son was little, it was on and popping because G Herbo cheated on Ari while she was pregnant with Tiana. Now they all have children. And the men are even cool. They're cool. Ari takes her kids, Tiana kids, on vacation with her without Tiana. Tiana be having Yoson with her without him, without her or the father. Like, y'all need to, these are young girls. They're still in their early 30s. And if they can get it together, y'all whole heifers could get it together too.
Well,
but they need to teach us how to do it, because my daughter's 25 and me and her father still can't co-parent. I'm not acting like I'm perfect or I know a solution, but when you see somebody really doing it after all of that, y'all need to really see how that went down, because that's more healthy. Their kids are happy and healthy growing up. When your parents are always constantly fighting and it's always a battle, the child always suffers.
Well, I'm going to go back to the whole marriage situation. If both parties want to get a divorce, it's something called a non-contested divorce that can happen, where both parties agree to divide everything down the middle. They already have everything set up and neither person is fighting anything, and the decision becomes final. So when you talk about, oh, there's one party that don't wanna and they don't wanna, guess what? How you gonna move the hell on until that situation is done? You can't move on in another relationship and elevate in it if it's not going to be a clean slate. That's not a clean slate. You walking into a situation with dirt on your boots. You got mud on your boots, stomping all over the white carpet because it's not cleaned up. So the thing is, Pap, if you wanted to get the divorce, why is it not being non-contested? And the whole situation with Cardi B and Offset, he fighting because he wants her to pay the taxes, pay his back taxes. That's what's holding him up. He wants money. He wants money. And I can guarantee you that's what Pap wants too. And that's the sad part about it. Y'all out here doing all this bullshit that you're doing, and you talking about you want a divorce, you want to be done with the person, but you're not taking the steps. You're holding that person up for what? Man, it's a messy situation. And when you start talking about, when you start talking about all this other shit that's going on, you can actually, and let me say this, I don't know if Cardi has ever filed for this or if Remy is filing for this or not. But if one party, because somebody asked that, if one party doesn't want to get a divorce, they're refusing, you can try to do a default divorce, just like a regular court case. When you can file for a default judgment, you file for a default divorce. So if y'all really want to get rid of each other, there's a way to get rid of each other.
That's facts. I see it on them Chinese dramas all the time. You can file and you give the person 30 days to respond. And if they don't respond in the 30 days, the judge automatically grants you the divorce.
But it's like a form of control and bitterness, because it's the last hurrah of the control. If they could live it out of being married, doing what they do with their significant others, they would. For as the men, I could say that we do have a control problem.
Yeah, but you know what? I can't even just let y'all take the full blame for that because women, even though we won't admit it, we're competitive by nature too. And with all the shit that's been going on between Remy and Karlissa, it's easy for us to assume, and I'm heavy on the assume word, okay? This is alleged, that oh, you want to try to come at me? You think I'm gonna let no. Now I'm gonna sit and ride this out. We gonna sit here and we gonna wait till he's ready to do it. Because as long as I'm still married to him, you can't do shit. You can't move forward with him. So we
Right.
can assume that she moving petty because as women, we do move petty like that too. But this is still a fucked up situation either way you go about it because there's still kids involved. They have the golden child together and then they have their kids that they have individually that became a whole family. A whole family has been divided and separated. And guess what? It still is being drugged through the mud in court. And now their kids, Pap and Remy's son and daughter, they old enough to be on social media. They watching this bitch disrespect Remy. Remy's son is watching this bitch disrespect. Well, he's in jail, but he can still see it.
Goodness gracious.
And it's like that part ain't being thought about neither. Right, or you want my money so you can spend it on her. Absolutely not. You will not get my money.
I was saying that's why he don't want the divorce because he knows that he didn't come in a relationship with that much, and if she acquired the most of the money during the relationship, he's not entitled to half of anything. You could say you could say it's marital property or whatever, but we don't know if there was a prenup with that. We don't know nothing. So I always thought he never wanted to divorce her because he ain't got nothing, and if he divorced her, he'll really have nothing.
Lee, I don't know what you said because I wasn't paying attention to you. Like I was talking about the comment, like talking about the subject at hand. So I wasn't reading your comment. But yeah, we do only see what they want us to see. But you know what I do, right? Do you know? Do you know who I am? I pull paperwork, baby. I got a whole legal team. Them divorces ain't final, sweetheart. And what they are showing us can't be denied. So at the end of the day, when the day comes to the end, everything that I said was proper and just. Because what part of now I'm talking to you? Because what part of both of them are still married and have separate relationships outside of their marriage, and they ain't even settled their divorce yet? What part of that was wrong? I believe that that's a fact. That's something we all know.
And not for nothing, like I blame both of them, but at the end of the day, I look at it like this. When Remy went through a lot to have that baby. A lot. We all watched it on Love and Hip Hop. See, this is why I said y'all be having selective goddamn memory. The reason why that baby is called the golden child is because they had to do IVF and everything. Like they was going through it. She lost 2 babies prior to the baby and everything. So for you, after we did all of this, I mean, it's bad, whatever, and it might sound messed up for me to say this, but for me to put my life in danger to have your child, and we're going through something, for you to have another woman downing me and not defending me, and I gave my life. I damn near gave you my life because I could have died on that table giving birth to this child that you hold up so much in the heavens. For her to be talking about me bad and wanting to fight me, and then she's talking about, oh, I'm gonna have a baby by him, and all of that stuff is emotionally, it's like emotional torture for a woman that had to go through so much just to even have a baby, whether who's right or who is wrong. And you're not saying anything. So you got to think about how everybody is feeling in the situation. That's number one. Number two, men don't like when the wife, woman, girlfriend leaves, and the other man in their life has something to say. So if it's not good for you, it shouldn't be good for me. What's good for the goose is good for the gander at this point. If you're gonna you can't be mad and say, oh well, he can't say nothing, because Pat was upset when Easy was talking crap. And what did Remy do? She shut it down. Leave it alone. Stop talking about him. Let's not pay it dust. But now when the tables have turned, you can't be man enough to tell this girl to shut up. And that's why in a lot of our minds is you're only with her because she has money, because there's no other thing in the world that could allow a man to allow another woman to talk about the mother of their child, their wife. She's not even his ex-wife yet, like that, unless it's something that he's getting out of it. And the only thing that we can see that he's actually getting out of it is money, because the girl, obviously, besides boxing, she has no other substance or smarts about her. She's still a little child in her mind. Like, she still thinks like a little child. She's still in her 20s. Y'all got to understand, Karlissa Shields ain't even 30 yet.
Well, let me just say this, Lee, your situation was a little differently because you couldn't find the person. So you had to go through all those additional steps that you had to go through, right? But these two people know where each other is at. So it's like, my thing is, there's ways around this where if you really wanted the divorce done, you could have got the divorce done. And he signed the papers, yes, but it has not been finalized. They're still not divorced. They're still not divorced.
Yeah, he signed the papers and said he didn't have the money to pay for it.
That's the point that I'm trying to make. How do you not have the papers? How do you not have the money to file the papers? Why, if y'all got all this money, y'all balling out of control, why Karlissa ain't give it to you? Like, people want to get caught up in the technicality of all of this. So who, like I already said, it don't matter who did what first. Both of y'all moving out of order because both of y'all done moved on with relationships and y'all ain't even settled y'all marriage yet. So that's wrong. It's wrong and it's messy. And he ain't checking his woman, and he's letting his woman pop it and pop it and pop it. That's wrong. She don't know her place. She had no business getting on that Breakfast Club and speaking on that man's co-parenting situation with Remy. None. In the words of Medea, she ain't got no power or no deed. So she's still wrong. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. Because everybody gets caught up on the wrong shit. He did this first, and she did that first, and this, that, and the third. It's wrong. And that's what we need to start paying attention to as a people. Calling the thing without judgment or casting blame on one. Everybody plays their part in everything in this life. So if we focused more on the fact that y'all have moved on with y'all relationships and you haven't finalized your divorce, if we make that more of the outcry and more of the rage that we have, it's outrageous to us. The wrong shit is outrageous to us. But if we start getting back on our moral compass as a people, then maybe some of these situations wouldn't go the way that they're going. Maybe we wouldn't keep seeing these same situations and scenarios play out over and over again. Maybe if we start talking out and speaking out against not cleaning up one situation before you step into another one, maybe people will start paying attention, and maybe we can start helping people get back on the moral compass that we're supposed to be on as a people. Because I can guarantee you all of this irreconcilable differences, these motherfuckers getting divorces on that shit. Y'all ain't go to marriage counseling. Y'all didn't try. Every couple
you ain't talk
goes
to the
through
preacher.
a period. Right. Y'all go through a rough period in a relationship and a marriage. And I'm sorry, I look at it as a legal binding relationship, because when you've been with somebody for years and you've never been married to them, it's the same fucking thing. The only difference is if you want to leave, bye. We ain't got to go to court. You can just pack your shit and go. But it seems like it's the same thing to me. But if there's morals and values that are involved in the situations, and we speak about the immoral shit that goes on, maybe, just maybe, we could salvage a little bit of this shit that we call life.
We need to bring them scarlet letters back and tag all them side niggas and side chicks. The whole problem is Henny's right. The immoral is being praised and the moral is you being a punk or a simp or corny for being moral. And all the immoral things and bad things are the ones that are getting praised. Because I bet you if it was still, oh, you could be burnt at a stake for being a side chick or a side nigga, I bet you niggas wouldn't do it. But everybody glorifies it. Everybody feels like it's the better thing to do because in relationships, we done messed up so much as people, not really trying, doing like I've been with my husband for 24 years. And before we got married, we don't go to church, but we damn sure went and talked to a preacher. We damn sure made sure that somebody else outside of us that didn't know us got to know us and gave us their opinion on whether we should or shouldn't. We had counseling and all that before we got married. We was already together for years before that. So I feel like, Henny, you're absolutely right. Like the morality needs to come back into everybody's lives. Because for years, being the side chick or the side dude has been being praised, and it's a better position because look how the main wife or the main husband gets treated, and that's everybody's fault. It's the people that's treating their main partner wrong for their lusting for somebody else, and it's also the part of you're falling off your moral compass for even allowing yourself to be put in a situation where you would be a side chick or a side dude. Now, I'm not talking about people that don't know and they're being put in that situation because of somebody's lies or manipulation and not knowing. But a lot of y'all dudes and chicks go into things wanting to be the side chick or knowing you're the side chick or the side dude. And that's where the problem lies right there, because everybody is just condoning it. And it's now that we do have the right to say what we want and everybody does have an opinion, being the internet, it's being pushed that it's better, or being that is better. You get more benefits and da 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 da. And it's being portrayed like it's a better thing when it's not. Everything that looks gold ain't gold. Everything that shines is not a gem. Like the grass is not always greener on the other side. And to me, the people that push that narrative are the people that have self-hate and don't know their worth. Because if you knew your worth, you wouldn't want to be nobody's number two nothing, not even a number two baby mama. So I don't know. Y'all need to get y'all moral compasses up. We shouldn't even be having this discussion about her thing. She shouldn't even felt like anybody approved of her saying anything. She should have a fear of speaking her mind about how she feels about it, because she should know that people would already get at her. But in this day and age, no, she feels comfortable speaking because everybody's side nigga and everybody's side chick feels comfortable speaking because morally nobody thinks it's wrong anymore. It's being accepted.
Yeah, all right. So nobody have morals anymore and walking around society. Everybody think it's cute to talk about everybody, and they accept anything. I don't see how these niggas walk around here and they let these women disrespect they baby mama or they wife or what have you. I don't see how they do that. I ain't cut from that cloth. Cause it's like I gotta deal with this woman forever. I ain't gotta deal with you forever.
And not for nothing, you doing that, you potentially making your child not like you in the long run, because that's still your child's mother.
Right. And maybe
the crazy thing is, the crazy thing is, I hear this all the time in these Korean movies. When you get a stepmother or stepdaddy, your real mother or daddy turns into a step parent too. And that's how most kids feel. Because if you can allow this chick that don't know my mama from nowhere talk about my mama like that, and that's cool. She could act all nice when she's around or when all of us is around. But when I'm with her by myself or I'm with him by myself, what is she gonna say to me? What is she gonna say to me about my mother? And
Right.
kids don't like, let me tell you something. With boys and girls, they mama is the most precious thing. You'll hear a nigga and a chick say they'll fuck somebody up over their mama faster than they dad. Because that's because the mother is the one that gives them that protection, that maternal protection and that safety, and that's where they rely on the person when they're sick and when they need stuff. Fathers are there, yes, but the mother is the primary caregiver to the child. So if you're going to talk about my primary caregiver and you as my father is allowing this girl to do that, you don't think that you're going to have to feel backlash from your kids?
Right. Because your kids can potentially disrespect the person that you're dealing with. And the person that you're dealing with to start disrespecting your child or having a personal opinion on your child to themselves or to their peers. And then all of a sudden, there's a problem there. You know what I'm
And whose
saying?
side are you going to take? If you're
And
already taking this girl's side against my mother, whether I'm a boy or a girl, whose side you going to take when I tell you that she said something or did something to me? Or he said something or did something to me?
For the dude that's in a situation, these little sorry niggas nowadays is taking the woman's side. They take the women's side when I feel like this. I feel like the dudes nowadays, when they lead a mama, they lead a baby. That's how I feel. They ain't proved me wrong
I think
yet.
that's her plan anyway. She's so pressed to have a baby by him. The whole plan is to take him away from her and that baby. Because I don't understand how you are so pressed on having a baby by a married man. Like you're
Right.
pressed. So her whole goal in her mind is, if I have a baby, then he's gonna have to be over here with me, because as a baby, she's already 6 or 7. As a baby, he's gonna have to help me more. So he can't go over there and sleep over there. He can't do as much. Like, girls be on some real grind. Y'all don't know. Chicks, the way we think, and we will deny it. We won't take accountability, but we are evil, and Henny is right. We are very competitive. And women already use kids as tools to do things towards their baby fathers, ex-husbands, and stuff like that. So why you don't think a woman would use a baby as a tool to take a man away from another woman?
Right. I mean, it is done in some sense. Like, I don't feel every man nowadays is like that, but I feel a good chunk of dudes are like that, where they lead a mama, lead a baby, they lead a mom, they lead a baby. And they use that baby as a key to control the mother. And that's the only time they be bothered with the baby.
Perfect example, Chrisean baby daddy.
Yeah, they use them as a damn key, top and bottom. Don't have more. They start claiming them like furniture. Like, yeah, that's my baby. You don't let nobody be around my baby. Y'all ain't never seen the dudes that can try to control the woman with the child support that he pay? Never seen that. She gonna spend it on herself. So she taking care of the baby. As long as your child ain't want for nothing, ain't need nothing, ain't nothing, you shouldn't have an input on what's going on in her household. It's a controlling factor. Us humans, we do it by nature. Yep. I think the shit start when you about 2. Mine. Mine. And it don't stop. Well, Henny, you ready to go? I think she fell asleep on us. Lord have
She's
mercy.
probably doing something else.
Oh.
Listen.
Yes, I'm ready to go. I've been ready to go. Who said go?
Let's go.
Y'all ain't getting no final thoughts tonight because this has been a lot mentally, emotionally. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Yeah, this has been a lot mentally and emotionally today with all that has going on. It's been a lot of energy for me, and there's stuff that's still going on that I need to handle. So at the end of the day, y'all, love is always love. When y'all rest well, and we will see y'all back here on Wednesday. Well, Wednesday is Christmas Eve. Are we going to do a Christmas Eve showdown, guys?
Yeah, we're going to jingle our cups.
I guess so. Can we come on with Santa hats?
Yeah.
So I gotta go get a Santa hat. We're gonna come on camera.
Yes.
Yeah, let's come on camera with Santa hats and our drinks and our blunts, Dre.
Y'all getting a treat.
Okay, and we got to jingle our cup. We got to jingle our cup.
Here on Wednesday with our Santa hats and our jingly cups and all of that. So y'all make sure y'all got Christmas gifts for us and all of that. And we'll see you on Wednesday. We love you. I love all of y'all. Thank you, Pop. Thank you, Dre. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you to all of the bouncers and snipers. And thank you to everybody who has come in, whether you stayed for the whole thing or you left. We appreciate you. And